gbẹnu sọ díẹ̀ náà ẹ̀ kó dákẹ́ ṣe bí ààbọ̀ ọ̀rọ̀ là ń sọ fọmọlúwàbí. All of you, most people they don't understand what he's saying there. It is like a warning ni gbẹnu náà ẹ̀ kó dákẹ́ ṣe bí ààbọ̀ ọ̀rọ̀ là ń sọ fọmọlúwàbí. Anyways, that's my own loose meaning to it, and this is my opinion.
Try.
My own opinion.
Paparino, give us slap. I tell you try now. Try. Thank you. Really appreciate. Leave me alone. Okay? You still check on me. Then you will come back.
Àwọn oníṣẹ́kẹ̀rẹ́ ti wọlé o.
Gina Saya, orúkọ ẹ̀ lọ́gùn. That's why Ghana na ready. Orúkọ ẹ̀ lọ́gùn dàbí that's why Ghana.
Èwo ni Vajana? Ṣọ́dá kọ Vajana bẹ́ẹ̀ sí.
Orúkọ ẹ̀ ń da orúkọ oúnjẹ yẹn náà ló dàbí nǹkan náà. Proud. People do comment to they say correct. Which is relate more lọ́jọ́ àwọn ẹ̀sọ́ ló tọ́. Leave me alone. So all the justice seeker.
Ẹ̀yin lẹ mú bàbá dání abẹ́ ẹ̀dẹ̀ fi bàbá ní bàbá lẹ́kún ló ṣẹlẹ̀ gangan.
Èmi ò mú bàbá dání nífẹ̀ẹ́. Kí ni bí wọ́n wá London ẹgbẹ́ mi tí mo pàṣẹ mi? Mú bàbá dání lẹ́yìn.
Ọmọ lọ́mọ.
Ìjọ.
Àbí Tonisco say Kai Vajana, méjì sí wáyé Kai Vajana. You should see the Kai Vajana. Yẹ́ my Vajana for there. Ẹ̀dẹ̀ wá rí mi sí ìwé ní Kai Vajana. Ẹ̀ṣọ́ ara yìí. Paparino, when you come out to your house. But really, those people that speak in tongues, they will understand it. They are the only one who can explain. They are the only one who can interpret for us. Not this one that Tonisco is saying, Kai Vajana. Kai Vajana will only go Kai. But the Kai Vajana ko.
Ọjọ́ àwọn ọdẹ yẹn ti speaking in tongues báyé wa jẹ́ lójú ṣàfihàn kí ló gbé kí la ṣe fún bàbá náà. Justice làwọn akọ wọn ó dẹ̀ dọ̀rọ̀ ìjà lájà rẹ̀.
Wọ́n ṣe bàbá kọrin ni ẹ̀yin lẹ́yìn túmọ̀ ni wọ́n pé Kai Vajana.
Tó ń bọ̀ láyé ni. Wọ́n ṣe orí nù bá di gba justice owó tí wọ́n ń Vajana.
Paparino dà. Ó yẹ kí lè túmọ̀ kí ẹ má lè tún ẹ̀sìn nínú ẹ̀mí nínú ara lẹ́wà. Being spirit.
Mo wà ní ẹ̀mí bọ̀ ẹ̀mí ló ṣiṣẹ́ ooru ẹ̀mí ló
being spirit. In the name of Father, of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Being spirit now, I prophesy to you. I prophesy to your life. But yeah,
what happened? When you plan, what happened? I just came back. How did you drop plan?
Yeah,
Paparino ti túmọ̀ ẹ̀ o. Nígbà tó wá túmọ̀ ẹ̀ tán, àwa ní kí.
What did he say? How was the interpretation?
He said, kí ló sọ lẹ́ẹ̀kan yẹn náà, Tonisco?
He said, Baba mean that you guys leave me alone.
Leave me alone.
If you can see the beginning of the song, Baba said that it's so there,
Paparino.
Yes.
When you now finish, Tonisco come talk say, Tonisco now said, Kai Vajana now. I say, what do you mean by Kai Vajana? Who is the Kai Vajana now? Don't talk say Kai
Vajana.
Wise man is come and interpret. Come and tell us what Baba is saying there. Come and repeat after what Baba said. Come and tell us what Baba actually talking about.
Paparino, finally come and do assessment.
Baba sọ pé Kai Vajana èyí onípátá àárẹ̀ di o pátá pupa. Ìtumọ̀ ènìyàn ti gbọ́ wọ́n ní kẹ́ Kai Vajana èyí onípátá pupa ó tán. Simple àwọn ni gbogbo yóò mọ̀ látẹ̀ Tonisco ló mọ̀ Ó tán wise men tó yá gbẹ́nu sí Mike.
Ẹ kúrò lẹ́wọ̀n.
Bí wọ́n ṣe ọlọ́mọ sọ̀rọ̀ pátákó ọmọdé ọkọ̀ pátákó lórí ọ̀tá.
Nàìjíríà náà yọ yí ẹ̀ pík.
Nǹkan tí èmi gbọ́ tẹ́lẹ̀tẹ́lẹ̀ ṣé mọ ọmọ tí wọ́n ń pè ní Àdámà ṣe mọ̀ pé ó nídìí. So èmi rò pé bàbá àwọn àkọ́kọ́ sọ pé bẹ́ẹ̀ bàbá sọ pé tó rin ẹ play kí lè túmọ̀ ẹ̀ dó àwọn kan sọ pé bàbá sọ pé ráìsì Àdámà kò sí kinní kan bọ̀ èmi rò pé bàbá sọ pé ìdí Àdámà.
Rice Adama, Otone ni o, Rice Adama. Thank you, Rice Adama.
Báyọ̀dẹ̀ sọ pé Báyọ̀dẹ̀ tí a sọ fún wa pé ìdí Àdámà kò ségun bẹ́ẹ̀ ìdí ló wà níbẹ̀ o, kò tẹ̀ tí yé mi nǹkan tí bàbá yẹn gbà.
Ọmọ wise men sí yẹ ọ̀nà.
Ẹ yóò gbọ́ ọ̀gá tí mo sọ, fàjáínà àti pátákó pa súnmọ́ ra wọn. Ọ̀rọ̀ mi
ló jẹ́ ráìsì kẹ́. Yé èyí pẹ̀ ní pààyàn.
Fàjáínà àti pátákó pa tó ní ìwà ọkọ̀ rí pátákó pa kó tó ní
wọ́n sọ pé bàjá ẹ̀yin ní káìbá já na o màrí sí pátákó pa o.
Ṣé ó yẹ kí wòlíì kó máa pe pátákó pa nínú orin ẹ̀?
Bó ṣe gbà nìyẹn wá ṣe rí ni.
Ó ṣe sọ pé pátá funfun abájọ ẹ̀yin gan tẹ́ ń lọ àmúre pupa báyá ṣòkòtò pupa lè máa wọ̀ sí pupa. Bàbá sẹ́yìn náà máa wọ̀
bàbá tí yóò gbájú. Náà báyìí lórí yẹn ṣe máa lọ́gbà yẹn.
Àìsàn máa ìdí ló wà ń bẹ̀ ẹran aríran ní ọ̀dọ́.
Mo Madama ṣùgbọ́n mi rí
kámẹ́rà. Tó lè pọ́ sí ìpẹ́yà pé bàbá ti ní ààyè ẹgbẹ́ àbẹ́yà láti yẹn lẹ́sìn ní èdè wọn lọ́ọ̀bẹ́yà nǹkan.
Ọlọ́run adarí jẹ.
Ìdí ló wà ń bẹ̀ kò ségun
nílẹ̀. Ẹ jẹ́ ká má ṣeré sí Madam Kọfí lè túmọ̀ kíní fún wa.
Kọfí tí ò lè túmọ̀ ike ewédú tó fi gbọbẹ̀ fún ló fẹ́ bá yín túmọ̀ ráìsì.
Ní pààyàn torí ọjọ́
lifestyle kò bú Kọfí àná ìrọ̀lẹ́ ní Kọfí tó gbójú síta ojú ti wèrè lifestyle sọ pé ṣé online tó wà tó ti rojú òkò lòwọ́ ti wá justice. Imagine lifestyle béèrè lọ́wọ́ elépè oníjìbìtà kì pé kó dá orúkọ ọlọ́pàá kan tó wá ju kéèsì Mohbad with all the causes with everything that this lady has done. She did not even know any of those people. Every Mohbad case àyàfi sanshit kò mọ orúkọ anybody ẹ lè sọ pé ẹ wá justice ẹ lè ṣe fún everybody. Olùdókòwò ìgbà tó yẹ kó wọ̀rọ̀ kójó bó ṣe wà yẹn tí Yọ̀mí bá mẹ́sẹ̀jì kan fi lásán pé jẹ́ kí n gbẹ́nu sí ayé ẹ̀ ti bàjẹ́ ṣe lá máa ṣe wá fẹ́ pọ̀ sí picture Yọ̀mí á wá máa ṣe fídíò àwa kun ẹnu á kún ètè so that tí Yọ̀mí bá rí kó lè máa fọ́lù lọ.
ọmọ àti Mr. Eno lè bọ́ lóko àpàdé ìkẹ́.
Wọ́n bá wà lórí pílátífọ́ọ̀mù báyà máa ké omi á máa yọ lóòbù ẹ̀ bíbí Kàrímọ́ àmọ́ tó bá ti wà ní pílátífọ́ọ̀mù tí Mr. Yọ̀mí wà á ní Mr. Yẹ̀mí wèrè tí ìmájì ó fẹ́ ganu sí Yọ̀mí ẹ̀pọ̀n Yọ̀mí kì í ṣe fún ẹ̀.
Wọn ò lè mú Mr. Eno ìdáná pátákó pa.
Tó yẹ pé pátákó pa ni Kọfí mọ̀ ṣé kò ní bẹ́tà tí Kọfí kò lè wọ pátá.
Ṣé ìdí ẹ̀ tóbi jù nìyẹn?
Iṣẹ́ pọ́ nídìí ni azin ẹni bá nídìí kan ló wọ pátá ni ṣé wọ́n fi pátá ń gbé egun yín.
Ní àwọn míì dídì ọmọ àti tóbi jù wọn ní sáìsì.
Àyàfi tó bá fẹ́ wọ pátá síkù.
Yẹ́n kò ní sáìsì ẹ̀.
Èyí ṣàwọ̀ṣá kò sí níbi tí nǹkan ti dá ìgbà báyìí tí Yomi tó mú àdúrà ṣe nínú ẹ̀dùn tó lọ post ẹ̀ kíá lady yẹn wà very confused kò yé nǹkan tó máa ṣe kò mọ nǹkan gan-an tó ń wá ṣe bójú yín máa tó ká àwọn máa rí di rìsọ́ọ̀tì yín lọ 11 ẹ̀yin òpònú ayíràdà ìgbà tí àwọn gọ́ọ̀mẹ̀ntì ṣe tiwọn tó yẹ ká ẹ ṣe ẹ̀ṣẹ̀ wá ń sá kìkìkìkì tó bá ti wá ka rìsọ́ọ̀tì yẹn ara yá wá balẹ̀ ẹ̀rí bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣe láwọn èèyàn kúrò níbi justice ẹ wá rántí justice ẹ wá ránkù justice olórí burúkú yìí ibo lẹ́wà ń gbà táwọn ti wù mí tó ń ṣépè for everybody tẹ́lẹ̀ máa wà lórí platform yìí tẹ́ máa gbé kùlé tébù kí justice gan tẹ̀ tán gan kámọ̀ nǹkan náà ti confuse náà tún fẹ́ jẹ náà gbogbo yín pariwo àwọn èèyàn jẹ́wọ́ àwọn èèyàn jẹ́wọ́ confuse gbogbo post tó ń post yẹn òmòye tó rí ń bẹ̀ ọmọ àlọ́ lọ́mọ àlọ́ olórí burúkú lórí justice àjọba ó open àkáǹtì mẹ́ta ọ̀tọ̀ọ̀tọ̀ ó tún ti open ẹlẹ́kẹrin olórí burúkú ẹ̀ sọ fáwọn àwọn wèrè bíi tiẹ̀ ó ní ṣe ni wọ́n ń gbé àkáǹtì wálẹ̀ how will they ban your account and your followers are still there and everything is still intact ṣé òpònú bíi tàwọn tó ń àwọn sẹ́ẹ̀sì ni aláwọ̀ nílò òpònú bí àwọn yẹn lókun wá ni mo tiẹ̀ láìkẹ́ kò tiẹ̀ ní jẹ́ dárúkọ mi torí ayé ẹ̀ máa bàjẹ́ ní dandan tó bó ṣe wà ẹnu ẹ̀ bí mi àwọn wèrè tí kan fi bá fẹ́ búyàn báyìí ó máa búyàn gidi bó tó bá ti rí tó ń búra ni pé ṣé ẹ ti gbàgbé pé justice àtún olùṣì ṣebí Yomi ò bá yín ṣe ẹni tì mọ́ bá ara yín balẹ̀ lẹ́nu yín dùn kó ti wọlé ẹ̀dẹ̀ kí bàbá kọrin mi ò tí ò bá ti lè kọrin mi ò ló mọ̀ ṣe bá ṣe ń drag ẹ̀ bí jẹnẹrétọ̀ bàbá onípátá pupa ló ń dààmú rẹ̀ ẹ wo gókì sí o.
Bàjánà tàbí bàtàntànà.
Láìsí àdámà ẹran ló wà ń bẹ̀ kò ségun níbẹ̀ ọ̀hún.
Bàjánà àìsí pátá pupa. Àwọn aṣọ pátá pupa. Bàbá dàbí ọ̀bálá ní lági. Bí láti ọ̀bálá ní pátá pupa.
Sísá Kanfíẹ̀, igi ewé títà gbà ẹni gbàgé ewé dìjà sí. Ṣé ọbẹ̀ tọ́sẹ̀ kí wọ́n kò fún yín jẹ lẹ́nu àgbàlagbà?
Láti ọ̀bálá ní àwọn tó bá wọ pátá pupa.
Ẹ mọ̀ báyà bàbá lọ sí kámẹ́rà dáńsì ẹni.
Because nígbà tí lè kọ́ ní pátá pupa, bàbá láti àwọn tó bá wọ pátá pupa nìyẹn.
Iṣẹ́ ẹ̀ nígbà mèrè pupa ni bàbá máa ń wọ̀ ní ẹ wá ní kó máa láìpẹ́ pátá.
Wọ́n tún máa dé náà nìyẹn.
Àmùrè pupa pátá pupa is it not the same thing? Wọ́n ti sọ justice for Mohbad wọ́n ti sọ nǹkan míì. Ọlọ́run nìkan ló lè rí justice fún ìmọ́lẹ̀ Ọlọ́run nìkan. They are saying that they want legal way. They want legal way. You don't believe in police.
Classic justice are only the classic one.
Ṣé lọ́ọ̀yà àwọn tó dàbí pé láti dọ́tọ́ ti bí kò fi búrọ́ọ̀ṣì fọ ẹnu yẹn tó yẹ pé ṣe lẹ́nu á máa gbẹ́ fẹ́fẹ́fẹ́ tí ò ní lè lanu kó sọ̀rọ̀ ńkọ́ tí kò béèrè question gidi ìyẹn lẹ gbọ́kànlé kó máa bá yín wá justice ẹ̀yin táyé yín ti làbà wọ́n má lọ sí Mohbad kẹjẹ́ kọ́ ọmọ ọlọ́mọ sí mi kó tó ẹnu ògùn rẹ̀ sì tó wọ́n ti ẹ̀yẹn introduction ṣì ni tó bá máa fọ́ mi létí bí akọ́fúnlóṣì ni Mohbad máa padà fọ́ létí ẹ̀ máa dìdà.
Paparino, catch you later. Bye.
Golden seal kí la máa fi ṣọdún ní ìfẹ́ pátá pupa o. Mi dẹ̀ fẹ́ Paparino. kí ló ṣẹlẹ̀ ṣé wọ́n ń ṣe silent fún Mohbad ni what will happen what will happen.
ìran wọn meditate ìgbà táyì náà lọ dárúkọ pátá funfun kí ni problem yẹn náà kí ni ẹ fẹ́ gangan torí pẹ̀lú ọ̀pẹ́tọ̀ ẹ̀sìkẹ̀sì bọ́ọ̀lù ẹ̀kúnrẹ́sì ni pé ó ń dárúkọ wáì vagina níbo lọ sí rí wáì vagina torí ọlọ́ ẹ̀yin náà dárúkọ pátápátá kí lẹ fẹ́ gangan.
Golden nǹkan tẹ́lẹ̀ nígbà ni mo sọ.
ẹ má pé golden nǹkan tẹ́ sọ ni mo sọ o.
wọ́n ní àwọn ìgbà tí mo gbọ́
ẹ̀yin ló wáì vagina.
àwọn ẹ̀ṣọ́ ìròyìn láti ní láti lọ òkè tí ìròyìn bá ń gbé ìmọ̀ ọ̀gá káfí pa sí ìwé ẹja sí ìwà ìjọba 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 tí ìwà ìjọba pátá.
ẹ wáyé ẹ lọ.
from pátá gbọ́dọ̀ wẹ̀. o jẹ́ ìdíje tó wẹ́ parí ṣẹ́ǹsì o jẹ́ orí ìdílé pátá pa lẹ́yìn tí pátá wà ní bá ti yọ kó rẹ̀ kí o lọ ẹja sí.
báwo ń kú ṣe ẹ ti wà ní ọ̀dà ara yín.
ẹja sí nìkan náà wọ́n sì rí mú pátá pupa ìjà sí nìkan. Nígbà tí ìdílé máa ń lọ já sí yẹn,
Paparino náà síbí ẹ̀.
Golden State tó bá sọ pé èèyàn láṣọ mi tó bá sọ pé èèyàn láṣọ mi ló sì sọ bọ̀ àrí ó jẹ́ kí n mọ̀. Ẹ wo nǹkan kékeré tó ṣẹlẹ̀ láàrin Yomi àti bàbá ẹ wo báwọn èèyàn ṣe fall out. And it's not even really that people fall out because of Yomi like that though. But they are like, what are they hiding?
A lot. They are hiding a lot.
Àwọn ọmọ àfitọ́ba sọ̀rọ̀.
A lot.
There is a lot going on that G. Send that to me.
Most of the pátá pass.
Like what are they hiding?
Títàrú dárúkọ pátá white ẹ̀sìn tó lọ lọ́n kí ló wá ṣe.
Máa fún mi. Kì í ṣe pé bóyá torí Yomi ló jẹ́ pé kémi máa wọ̀ wọ́n pé kí ló ń ṣẹlẹ̀ but I was like gbogbo yín kẹ́mi jọ ẹ jòkó ẹ ṣòṣì ẹ tún wá rí èèyàn kan tó fẹ́ ẹ̀bù yín ẹ ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ wá tún kó tu ẹni yẹn ṣé bí tó sì
ń bí ẹ sọ̀rọ̀ ni ìsàlótì ni ẹ jẹ́ kí ìsàlótì ní translate dáadáa sáà
mi ò sọ ẹ jẹ́ kí wise mary sì máa
ẹ jọ orin tí ọ̀rá kọ́ ni ó bá lè jẹ́ wọlé
wise mary àti golden sì mo wá fún àwọn ọmọ fẹ́ fún ní wọ̀tọ̀ọ̀tọ̀ lálẹ́ àwọn ni ó wọ bàbá pupa wise mary àti lórúkọ ẹ̀.
Èmi kọ́ ni mo dárúkọ pátápátá Tọ́nísìkò ló sọ pé pátápátá o ní white vagina pẹ̀lú pátápátá o ìjọba kò sọ bẹ́ẹ̀ o ní white vagina pẹ̀lú pátápátá o ló sọ bẹ́ẹ̀ mi kọ́ o.
golden seal ìwọ ni die hard bàbá Mohbad die hard bàbá Mohbad ó dẹ̀ ń sọ láti wà lọ́wọ́ ìbáyìí.
Kí ni mo ṣe é sí?
Ìwọ ni die hard bàbá Mohbad ó dẹ̀ ó wá ń bìtì alọ́ba. Kò dá.
Mr. Rotimi ṣé wọ́n lè ṣe dry art tó mi ni àwọn tí wọ́n lódìsí ló máa kí n parọ́ ó máa sọ èmi bá máa bí àwọn èèyàn tí mo ti bá dà lórí bàbá Mohbad.
Wise Mary mọ́mọ́gbà tí wọ́n tiẹ̀ tó ti apá ń tiẹ̀ mú mọ́gbà yẹn.
Èmi ìgangan no mi ò side láti lẹ̀ mi ò side anybody. I'm neutral.
Oríṣi wọn wà
ní tọ́ba ti fèsì wọn wà neutral honestly ẹ má dùn ó dà pé ẹ̀mọ àwọn attack tó bá fún mi ọjọ́ tí mo gbọ́dọ̀ young daddy young daddy ẹ̀mọ woman yẹn tó máa ń pè ní kí ló máa ń porúkọ woman yẹn náà kí ló ń bẹ́ forúkọ wọn ṣe yẹn náà.
Kí ẹ ṣe iye tí 70 eléyìí òkè.
No kò ṣe àwọn woman yìí kí ló máa ń pè o. Mo ṣe àlọ́ fẹjọ́ wọn sun wọn ní jókè mi.
Oníkùnjí Peter.
Tuesday, WhatsApp audio.
Golden seal àtàtà náà àbíjẹta oṣù wà lẹ́yìn bàbá Mohbad àgbà tó gbọ́ voice record bàbá Mohbad tí bàbá rò play fún ẹ.
No rárá hold on to it no rárá ẹ̀ mọ̀kọ́ tó ṣẹlẹ̀ bí ìpèsè ẹni but èmi ò mo I understand ẹni sùúrù Mr. Rotimi.
Mo ní sùúrù mo gbọ́ ẹ̀.
Yeah, mi ò gbé sẹ́yìn anybody ṣùgbọ́n téèyàn bá ṣe nǹkan tí ò dáa tójú bá ṣe pin a máa yọ ìpín yẹn á fi ranjú pé nǹkan tó ń ṣe yóò dáa mi ìdẹ́ sọ pé torí pé mo yọ ìpín yẹn mo fi hàn kí wọ́n á fọ́ ojú yẹn náà fọ́ tán no I don't act like that tí nǹkan bá ṣe rí màá yẹ sọ honestly mo sọ lẹ́ẹ̀kan lọ́dọ̀ Àdùkẹ́ pé if Baba should do well now I will even clap for him more than before.
Irú well wo lo think say Baba dey do now? And you think it can actually straighten back this justice?
He can straighten his foot back. Honestly, I'm telling you.
Like what?
The greatest bombshell is this autopsy and toxicology that they will soon bring up. You all will be shocked.
Tunisco. There is nothing that will shock us there. Ẹlọ fọkàn ní balẹ̀ bọ́rọ̀ Tinubu. Kò sí ká. Àwọn people yìí, what they are doing, they are looking at the reaction of the public. I can bet you on this.
What do you brother say now? What do you brother?
They are looking at the reaction of the public. I was glad when I listened to Yomi on TVC. Mo ṣe wo fídíò ẹ̀ ní òní. The Yomi interview on TVC.
Now. Ẹgbẹ́ sáré sí mi.
No.
Ẹ jẹ́ gbé sí big screen.
No, don't worry. I listen. It's on Facebook. Don't put on big screen. Don't worry.
Ẹ ṣú ẹ àwọn nǹkan ẹ má fi kámẹ́rà tẹ ẹ má fi ṣe sọ́dọ̀ ẹ̀ kọ́
No, àwọn kan kí ló ṣe mi ò wà deform náà ṣé kọfí mi ni mi ò ṣe abirùn bí kọfí náà.
Ó yẹ kí ẹ̀ náà.
Toro bí a investor bí kọfí ni mi ò ṣe investor. Kọfí náà investor náà. Kọfí ni ò lè gbé rice kámẹ́rà tó máa ń ṣe bí investor. Mi ò mọ bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣe lísì sí kọfí gan. Mi ò play ẹ̀bùn kan mo wo TVC yẹn I think I stumble on it is on TikTok. Mo wá ń gbọ́ nǹkan tí Yomi sọ I was so glad because the host take Yomi off that 3 seconds but Yomi kept on going back to that 3 seconds you know and Sherry I think we need more of that media spirit bí báwo mi Madam Edi ṣe máa ń pè we need more of it to create more awareness to sensitize the public more I think it's one of the strongest points tí a ní as justice seekers to actually expose the atrocity both of this family and whatever the police is trying to cover. Again, the more we go on one of these TV stations to expose them, the better it becomes for Mohbad to get justice. Because when you listen to Yomi in that interview, he was so affirmative saying those things, especially regarding the 3 seconds video. And if you listen to it very well, you will discover that this is what we actually need at this moment. All this while, 3 seconds or 3 jade, they were just walking around, they think it's a joke. Until we got that 3 seconds stuff. And for me, I think we need more of that 3 seconds interview or media stuff to keep on exposing this family. Every 3 seconds, they don't know how far Yomi has gone about the video evidence. Whatever they want to bring to see anything that could change. No one can tell us at this moment pé Baba Mohbad ò tí ì rí 3 seconds kò tí ì rí autopsy or toxicology results. I can bet anybody on that they've seen it, they are just hiding it. They are trying to package irọ́ náà fún wa. But I think that's my opinion. So wọ́n kàn gbé wa gbogbo ni for me to my knowledge gbogbo ló ń gbé wa. They are just pushing me forward. It's going to and it's going to shock us. Paparino, what are you saying?
Alright, so let's go to our first interview segment. Actor activist of standing justice for late singer Ileoluwa Oladimijoloba, popularly known as Mohbad. Through his foundation, he has organized several protests, written several petitions to relevant agencies calling for the arrest of questioning of people like his wife and other family members of the popular artist Mohbad. The Break the Silence Foundation is led by Yomi Fabiyi. Mohbad, who passed away on September 12, 2023, has remained a subject of national discourse due to suspicions of foul play surrounding his death. Despite public outcry and an ongoing investigation, his death remains unresolved, leaving fans family and activists frustrated. Mr. Fabi joins me now in the studio to have more discussions on this. Thank you so much for coming. Good morning. Thank you. All right, so over the years, since last year to now when Mohbad died, you've been at the forefront of calling for justice for Mohbad now. As it is right now, what is the update you have for us?
Yeah, thank you so much. Over the few years and months, we've been looking for clues. Police they've investigated the matter and they've arrested a couple of people.
Yeah.
And as God will have it, a confession came through to me.
Okay.
And it did not come through narrating how Mohbad actually had a fight with the wife. It came with a clip, 30 seconds video from the brother, Adura Alaba. And upon that, the onus was on us as a foundation to further investigate that and ensure that we see through to it and know that is this real, is this not real? And we put up a press conference to smoke more information out, and luckily he attended. He was given the opportunity to express himself. And it led to another revelation. That was when we got to know that the 3 seconds video has an extension and it is a 10 minutes video. Wow. And then in the confession, via TikTok DM, he said, I have a video of a fight between Cynthia and my brother. And then he further explained, Cynthia being Wumi. And then he further explained that she pushed my brother and he knocked his head on the floor. Okay. Now I said, for me to believe you, can I see a clip or anything related? He sent a 30 seconds video, partly blood. I'm like, I investigated. Is this Mohbad's house? And at the end of the day, I went through the police, we got an order to enter into Mohbad's house. And the tiles of the floor looked like that video that was sent to me. I said, I'm not going to stop. And then I wrote a petition to the Assistant Inspector General of Police. I wrote to the Lagos State Command, SCID. Suddenly, nothing is happening. A snail case investigation was going on, and I was ambushed. Okay. The Commissioner of Police invited me. Oh, it's not Abdullah that was shouting you up. It's one Damola and Babib. And Babib was also one of those that took Mohbad's body to the hospital, and it was declared BID. So either of them, they are credible witness. I pressed order, and that was when he came to the press conference, and he declared that yes, in that video, 3 people were there: Mohbad, the wife, and one person. They refused to mention the name. We became more curious. You know, they disrupted and he left. I went to report to the AIG that I can't do this on my own. I can't put laws into my hand. This guy has got something to say. And he was invited to the AIG. That was when he gave the identity, the description of the top person, one Zumo. He now said, oh, it's the top person is one Zumo, and the wife and Mohbad. Okay, what does he do? He gave a description. I started doing everything I can to smoke the guy out. And by the time I was doing that, the wife came on your show on TVC here and said, oh, it's one guy, Mohbad's friend. That was the person she was fighting with. You were fighting with your husband's friend. And Mohbad will now be recording your fight for 10 minutes in his own house.
So you think there are several lacunas in this investigation?
Terrible lacunas. And when you look at it, there are allegations of fight here, there, and there. And I'm looking at it. This is Nigeria. We want it to get better. Whatever the case may be, sentiments must be set aside. The public was so much loud and attention was shifted on people from outside. But this is femicide. And with the list of things, we are looking to hear that, okay, there was blood, there was this, there was that, there was railing broken. But whatever it is, everybody around Mohbad needs to be put on pre-arrest and probably drilled.
So what do you think now has been stalling this investigation? It's been ongoing for quite a while. We're also aware that it's not been buried yet.
That's another sad thing. And when you look at it, the 3 seconds video has an extension, and the phone is with the Commissioner of Police in Lagos State. The former Commissioner of Police, when I was invited to the Commissioner of Police, I was the victim. I was one that wanted to be defrauded. Have you seen the extension of this video? The police officer told me in clear terms that they are not treating or they're not going to be looking into that area. They are only going to be looking into impersonation. I said, your command is investigating a bigger crime, homicide, murder, and you're looking for one by that. And somebody sent this kind of a message with a 3 seconds video that you know the remainder is in the same phone with you. And you don't want to open it for me to see. You don't want the world to see. What is going on? The officer said that is not the area of interest. Now they are shielding that phone, which is a key. To be honest with you, if that phone is opened, it will lead us to something that will bring closure to this matter. We have the opinion that the key suspects that are needed in getting justice for Mohbad are in that video.
Is your current SMTP server provider suspending your SMT server after sending a few emails?
So what more have you done to ensure that the police can get access to that video and conclude this investigation? Thank you so much. I've written to the Commissioner of Police. We're meant to do a protest on the 27th of February. The Commissioner of Police, new Commissioner of Police, Mr. Moshood Jimo, he said, please don't do it. Follow me. Bring your protest to the command. Come and express yourself. And I gave my speech. I expressed myself that your command is not meant to cover up for criminals. There is a phone that is domiciled in this command, Commissioner of Police Special Squad 1. They have the phone. Okay. The 3 seconds video has got violence in it. The extension is in the same phone with you. Use the phone and copy it to the DPP, Director of Public Prosecution, so that it can help them in coming up with their advice. They refuse to do that. And so that is the bone of contention now.
So let's talk about Wunmi now. Has she been involved in this investigation with you as well? Because she made some allegations some time back.
No, the point is, it's quite sad. It's funny that while I'm fighting for the father of our son, for justice for Mohbad, she's meant to cooperate with me. But what I am seeing is unnecessary banters, blackmails, and for somebody like me, I'm not going to be moved. Because as we speak now, whatever intent or purpose, spouse, father, mother, brother, they are meant to support what we're doing. Murder is a public matter. Homicide is a public matter. It's not a family field. So this particular case is a public matter. And what is quite funny, is strange, that the place where I'm supposed to be getting encouragement is where I'm getting criticism.
So that leads to my next question. What is in it for you? Why have you been consistent in this course?
Number one, I believe in the Nigerian project. The president of Nigeria, Ashola Bola Ahmed Tinubu, is doing everything to ensure that this country works for everybody, including the poor. And when it comes to the case of justice, Mohbad has got rights to life. It was taken away from me. And the bigger picture is this. You and I, we want to live in a free and secure society. And our home should be safe for all of us. Domestic violence is unacceptable. Nobody should go towards that area. And when you're looking at the health and the safety of this country, we must fight to ensure that this country continues to get better every day, not to engage in unnecessary fear, cowardice that will take the country backwards. If people are asking us to be scared and to be silent when people are committing crime and they want to be the one to decide the fate of the country, then why are we giving that to children? Whatever we choose not to act upon now, that are ills of a society, are going to be waiting for our children.
Okay, so she also accused you of, she said you've been getting grants and some monies to facilitate this investigation running into millions of dollars. How true is that?
Like I said, I don't know the kind of poverty she's been exposed to.
Let's avoid calling.
No, the point is,
let's stick with the issues.
He accused you of this. Is it true? Look, the point is, when she was accusing, she was trying to lie and blackmail. I run an NGO, and people will have to fund and support NGOs. And as a matter of fact, the kind of funds we have even received so far for a complex case like this is nothing to write home about with what we have been doing. Because at the end of the day, we need a whole lot of stuff to do this, to achieve and get justice, not just for Mohbad, but for other people that have similar cases. Right. So the money she's spoken about is because she doesn't even understand the value of me as an artist. Because if you look at the protest we've had in front of the Corona Court, Lagos State House of Assembly, Lagos State Police Command, I've been to Royal Pine Estate, my appearance fee as an artist, you know how it's obtained. Yeah. Picture me going into those things. How much will I be paid to participate in this and most stuff? So she's not even placing value on my own craft and my time. That 10 million, 2 appearances, the 10 million is not. All right.
So we will have this discussion ongoing with time as the investigation advances. But Yomi, thank you so much for coming and talking to us and for sticking to this course. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you, Father.
All right. Who wants to address any part of what you've just listened? You can unmute your mic and address any part of it.
Hello, Paparino. Is it my network?
Hello, can you guys hear me?
It's better. I can hear you. And I brought me for that time.
Okay. Yes, so this was an interview that was done 3 weeks ago. It was done 3 weeks ago after Yomi had done the meeting with the Commissioner of Police, and they have had that discussion, which he felt like something would be done by the police, and nothing was done, and so he had to go on to TVC to also complain about the same thing, like that. His frustration of the police command not bringing out the 10-minute video, even when they are aware that the video exists in that form. So yeah, basically that was just what happened there.
But Paparino, don't you think that this kind of exposure or this kind of interview is needed, more of it in this struggle?
Oh yeah, sure.
Because I think we are too quiet, so I think we need more of this. Visiting probably TV, Channels TV, not even TVC this time around. Or go on AIT and so on and so forth, And a better program also. You can even, because when the likes of Abati and what's the other guy, Negotiating, right? They can question Yomi very well, and it will attract more attention in the public. When you have this kind of interviewers or hosts, like the Channels TV also, I think is worth encouraging. I remember when African TV went to this same TVC, when he came back, we told him that you did do well. Because we expected you, African TV, to speak more than what we saw the last time. Because as far as I am concerned, to my knowledge, what we have had so far, keep on this struggle going on, is the 3 seconds video, which is very, very important. The fact that police is even refusing to work with that 3 seconds, work on that phone, is suspicious to the public, to raise more alarm or to raise more concern about this matter. Because if police have done what they're supposed to do, by now we will not be talking about this case any longer. And I think what is making us to still dragging the police or the authority for covering, allegedly anyway. But to us, it's obvious that if Yomi is saying this in front of the TV and police, because he has said it before now, some of us were doubting if truly police told him that they don't want to work on it. But right now, he said it in a national TV, you know, still letting claim that yes, he has actually met the police, and police said they are not interested on the content of the message. You know, I think we need more of this. If we can reach out to Yomi to do more of this media stuff, to mount pressure on the police, on the authority. Well, if we keep on blaming the family and we are not making steps further, yes, we already seen the weakness or the covering up from the family side. We need to push this back to the authority for not doing what they are supposed to do. And one of the best avenues for us to do this is through the media, which is the TV or the radio. When we keep on supporting Yomi and Yomi is going viral on this case, on this matter, I think police might yield to this voice and say, okay, let's even do what you ask us to do. Peradventure, it could get to the president or the senators or anyone, and we have created more awareness to say, because a lot of people, I said it the last time, I met a lady in my office, she came around, and she overheard me talking about justice for Mohbad. I said, is it not Narameli that killed Mohbad? I mean, what type of mentality is that? That is what they have brainwashed the public with. A lot of people don't even know what happened in Mohbad house, or something happened there. If not many of us who have been on this course, on TikTok, and probably some people who are on Instagram also. But the public, the protest they believe is Naira Marley and Sam Larry that has hand in Mohbad's death. I mean, we need more public sensitization. At least, let's go back to the mainstream and push this harder on these people. Whoever that is covering for this, when you see this fire, they will desist from it. So I think we need more of this. We actually tried. They listen to something.
I also I'm in support of what you said. But the thing is now, if let's say Salome should go tomorrow, what is he going there to say? Because now clearly Panchi have told him that they are investigating it. I think anything that would either come from what's it called, protest or media spree should come after the inquest. Let's see what the inquest should come out with, and let's see what the so-called investigations that Fancy said they are doing. Let's see what it yields before I would advise for anything like that. Because if police are telling you they're investigating and you are going there, I believe the reason why he went to CBC was because they told him that they're not looking into the 2 second video. They're not going to, they're not investigating that. They're focusing on the impersonation case. So I think that it's a good idea, but for like right now, I just believe that Mr. Rich should just pipe down a little bit and see what happens after this week, and see what the coroner brings and what the so-called investigation is going to yield. That's just what I think.
Paparino, you are muted. We can't hear you, Paparino. Are you on call?
Yes, I think he's on call.
Listen, that's good. I think we are talking about the timing.
The timing.
Yeah, the timing I think is a good observation, though. We can be patient, but why are we preparing for them? Because whatever comes out from the corona, let's wait and see, like you said, it's a good direction. Because let's see whatever the police even come out and leave. If police investigating a case and it's been police 2-3 weeks and nothing is being done, then you can still cry out. Because should we wait perpetually or in perpetuity? No.
Mm-hmm. You're right. You're right. You're right. I just feel that there's just to me, I don't even see anything wonderful coming out from the autopsy and whatever, but I'm just keeping my finger crossed to see. But my hope is not, because with the behavior of the government, the family, if this whole autopsy was coming from like some, like the public, it was coming from also, it's coming from one person that, one of NGO or foundation, okay, I'll say, okay, maybe I'll have trust in it. But coming from the family and the government, it's just not, it's just, I don't see anything coming from it. Papa,
Somebody in the house, it's a lot to know, so no. I'm not shut down.
Sorry, I was talking before. I thought Paparino was doing something.
Yeah.
Hello, Paparino. Are you back?
Hello.
Or you're still busy?
Hello.
Yeah, go on. You guys should go on. I'm just fixing something here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, Skip, go on, Skip.
Yeah. Good evening, everyone. Good evening. Yeah. Actually, I would like to engage Paparino in some of the things I wanted to just say today.
All right, go on. I hear you.
Yeah. What I could say about everything that has been going on, including what Yomi is doing, trying to pin the police down. And if I can recall, I think the other time when he fled to the UK, he said that he gave an inch to the police, or he gave them some evidence regarding to the CCTV, and you don't know what the police are doing with it. So I think he's back, and some people try to doubt him about that information. And I think for someone that is trying to be around the police, be at their back, trying to close mark them, don't you think they would have said, okay, you lied against us at that time, this is the evidence, and they would have get him arrested if he's truly lying on that aspect? That's one. And again, Mohbad's father said that he's looking for justice, right? And he wants to know what happened to Mohbad. See what is happening with the inquest. So I think the inquest is a well prepared, arranged inquest to manipulate and to deprive the public justice.
That is how I see the inquest, because there's nothing good from that inquest, because the main subject, the people that are supposed to be arraigned for that inquest are not the people that are going there even. You know, the people that are supposed to be at that inquest at the first stage is not even supposed to be Mohbad's dad or Mohbad's mother. It's supposed to be Wunmi, the nurse, the driver, and those in the vehicles, and also the show organizers. But we've not seen that. So they tried to bring the nurse at a later stage because of the pressure, and they've tried to also give us some hints on how she's going to, what she's going to say, and what's not and what's not. So what I'm looking at, if you look at the inquest, it's just a well-organized inquest for the truth not to come out. You understand? And if you look at it from another perspective again, at the time someone like Spendy was coming to testify at the inquest, we all heard that some people have interrogated him, they've gotten some vital information about what transpired in the vehicle while they were going home. And at the same time, I don't know why those individuals have to hold those information until now that they say that, yeah, they started releasing some clips of it saying that this was when they have said before. To my own understanding, what they would have done there was to approach the legal team at the inquest, validate those information, and put it before Spendy when he was about to testify. Because I knew the first time appearance, he fainted, which I think that was a fake fainting. So the second time he came to say all sort of rubbish, because they allow him to do that. Is that information still vital today to be used against him? I think so, but let's see. So Yomi trying to work with the police at the same time. I think he's been trying to be diplomatic, because he needs to be diplomatic. If not, it won't be easy for him. He knew that the police are trying to play game. You shouldn't come and be saying all sort of negativities against the police, because the police are still the one he wants to work with. So you need to have a kind of diplomacy, but at the same time, you can hear him speak truth to power, try to let them understand that you cannot go that way. I will not allow you to go that way, you understand? So on his own approach with the police, I think he's doing what he's supposed to do, because this fight for justice for Mohbad is not an easy fight. There are powerful people around the death of this boy. You know, just like Paparino have tried to also let people understand that if you commit any crime, whether you are a chief or you are a hierarchy somewhere, you will go down if there is a clear evidence, because to establish murder is not an easy thing, and you need to have we need to go within the framework of the law to really establish murder, because this Mohbad case, we need to go within the framework of the law to get justice. There is no way around it. We just need to approach that. So for the father saying that he wants justice, and Wunmi saying that she wants justice for her late husband. So what we ask them to do is that right now the police, the inquest will one day come to an end, and we'll know whatever they come up with. So if the father says that he wants justice, I don't think the result that will be coming out from the inquest will be satisfactory to anyone. We can all predict that end. It won't be satisfactory. So if the father says that he wants justice and he believes that Mohbad was murdered, it's just as easy as anything for him to just take Wunmi to court and then sue her for the wrongful death of Mohbad. Then through that route, things like element like this 3 seconds video, element like other things that I feel like I've known, understand, about how Mohbad died, will be some sort of evidence against women in that court, and also the individuals that are in the car to announce Mohbad dead should be sued. The hospital should, at the same time, the nurse, even if the police comes out today and say, we can't find how this guy died, we've tried, we've opened an inquest, and the inquest result was this is what they can find in their investigation, and unfortunately he died a normal death, which is not what people like myself wants to know, wants to hear, which is not what the vast majority of the public that are truly seeking for justice wants to hear. So if the father felt that he's still looking for justice, that is a route for him to go. He can get justice from that route. And that is if Wunmi thinks that the father has anything to do with the death of Mohbad, she too can also sue the father and take the father to a civil court to say, yeah, your behavior led to the death of your son, and I'm suing you because I'm the spouse of it. So that is how to iron that situation out. So if you're looking at it, okay, my question to you now to Paparino is that now that we can all predict a very, very bad ending to the inquest, now that we as concerned citizens, if the family are refusing to go that route of a civil lawsuit on the wrongful death of Mohbad, what can we do to approach that aspect of trying to because a thing like this happening on this day in Nigeria, you understand, is very, very appalling, because if you look at, to me, this is not a sensible murder even. It's not a murder that cannot be revealed. It's not a murder that you cannot easily know who did this. There are so many elements that the police have let slide. Number one, not sealing the residence where that boy died. The car where they came in, where the car that took them to the show and brought them back home was the same car. And that vehicle is supposed to be confiscated. Till now, they're supposed to have confiscated that vehicle because they said that Mohbad broke the glass of that vehicle. We're supposed to see a full coverage body of that vehicle, because that on itself is an exhibit, because the person that enters that vehicle eventually died. So that vehicle is supposed to be confiscated, it's supposed to be with the police. Why is the police hiding those things? So these are also aspects that you can use to make problem with the police, that your investigation is flawed. And again, I saw videos of the state governor sitting he came there to visit them. You want to tell me as a state governor, you don't know that your police that you give orders to are supposed to have sealed that home? Why would you even come there to see them? To pay condolence to the family? You know, all these are concerning factors. You know, the DNA saga is there hanging. Wunmi is going around boasting that we all know the truth, that the father-in-law is the one making everything to stop. You see, so these are the things that when you look at these family people, the way they behave, their conduct is very, very concerning, because if you look at it, even if you truly want to give justice to this boy, some of the family members will be behind bars, but the least of them will be Baba. He will get his own punishment, but they will get more, because he also acted in a way that put him in the crime scene. So that is what a lot of us have to learn from today. It's just so unfortunate. So that is just, I still have other things to contribute, but that's just what I just wanted to put to you.
Yes, are you sure you are the one saying all of this ones? You that you are very emotional around Batmans. How did you, when did you change?
You don't know me. Then you don't know, maybe you are mistaking me to be someone else. You don't know me.
Okay.
Everyone, everyone, but at the beginning, everyone was like behind him.
trying to see
When did
from
you
the
change?
perspective of
What did you change? When did you change and what made you change?
when did you think how do you mean by saying I'm Baba fans, or I'm just trying to, because I don't really come up often to talk. You understand? I'm always in the comment section, but I do come sometimes. But sometimes I just have time to.
Okay. You see, what those guys will turn that man into, that man will just wake up one day and look at himself. He'll be thinking he's getting better, that, oh, he's going anywhere. He will just see himself nowhere. And by the time, believe me, I'm telling you, right, this man will still come back and apologize to Nigeria. But then it is too late. Nobody wants to hear it. Because this is not the first time I've been dealing with sluggish people. People who are sluggish, like they always want to do things. They close their ear. They don't listen to no advice, to what nobody says. They just want to do that thing in their head. And then when they do that thing in their head, when everything gets scattered and everything, they will not come and apologize that they are sorry. If they are offended. All this time he's singing about me. Nobody should forgive him. People should just leave him to his nonsense. Yeah, go on.
Yeah, Paparino. Good evening, everyone. Good evening, everyone.
So, guys, please help me tap on the screen. Let me tap. Go on.
Sorry, I want to say something different from what.
All right, no, it's okay. We're handling everything.
Yeah, all right. I sent a video to you earlier today, and I'm not sure if you saw it, where Mohbad was performing. Right, it's a clearer video. All right. So what I wanted to bring out of that is
was that the last show? Was that the last show?
His last show, yeah.
Wow, seriously?
Yeah.
I was very active in that video. Now watch that video.
That is my question.
And last time was there. Last time I was very active.
Exactly. That is why I came up with it. That's why I want to speak about it. That if they are saying Mohbad was upset before he got to the show, I don't believe that. I think it must have happened after the show. So the one that Piper was saying, they were arguing from the house to the show. I don't want to buy into that anymore. I want to say the argument must have started after the show. Maybe what they said about, oh, go and change money, or Adria was being rude to me, that caused the argument.
So could it not be that? Skip, please mute now. I'm muting you. No, don't unmute, please. There's nothing in your background. Go on.
So I'm thinking, that's why I sent the video to you, because I got that video from.
I watched the video. I saw very active. It was even the one leading.
Exactly.
But it was, in fact, it was even the most active there. It was the most active.
Only if
it was more active than last time.
Only if that video was not the last show he did, but I think that is the last show. That is Ikorodu.
Are you sure that video is it? No, I don't think.
Go check it.
Yeah, guys, be tapping the screen. Let me go check it. Be tapping the screen.
Yeah, if you can play it for people to see. People might have inside backup got that video, and I think he's here. He might have an answer to that.
If it's okay. Is it recently posted or when? So that I can just go straight.
I saw it today, so I don't know when he posted it. I saw it today. I saw it in one of my feeds, and I sent it to you.
I see.
So if you show it if you play it and people see it, they can't tell from the outfit he was wearing, if that was what he was wearing on the last show.
I know the outfit he was wearing, and I know his hairstyle.
Mm-hmm.
From his hairstyle and his outfit, look at.
Yeah, so check. I'm not sure.
Oh, let me see. Can I get it? Let me see. Let me send it from your side to my side. Or can you send it to this my second account? Hello. Just let me do that. Just let me do that. Just wait, let me do that.
Okay. Yes, hello, Capita. Don't you think there might be a reason that triggered Wunmi to follow Mohbad to that show on that day? There might that we don't know. We can only work based on because when we listen to what everyone has said, right? Nobody has pointed to something triggered to follow
But
about the show.
it's very, very unusual for me to take a 5-month-old baby to go to a rave party. Because there might be that it might be that they have some kind of argument at home, and maybe we just like, okay, let me go with him to this show to try silence him, not to have that how to put it, silently, not to have that freedom to really interact with others about what might lead to her following him to that show. So you should also look at it from that perspective because because Mohbad has been going to shows for locally within the state. There's never been any show that women have.
This sniper, please get down and send it to this account, okay?
All right.
Yeah, I cannot access my message.
All right, cool.
You see, skills. This area, can you hear me, skills?
Yes, I can hear you. Go to me.
Skill, can you hear me?
Yeah. I can hear you.
I think my network is bad. My network. Is it better?
I can hear you, yeah.
Is it better? Okay. You see,
Yes.
this area of concern which you raised there is kind of even suspicious, brother. You're raising a very valid point, and this area we have also analyzed from the beginning that, okay, you went to the show. What is the purpose of going to the show with a 5-month-old and you were in the car throughout the show? Okay, with spending. But let's even give her a slack because they were meant to leave the show to go and meet Mama Mohbad on Monday morning from the show, which she herself has confirmed to that storyline. Okay? Let's say because they want to go to Ikorodu, that was their excuse to go and see the mother-in-law who was supposed to stock her store the next day. Do you get me, brother?
Yeah.
I will use that as an excuse for her for attending that show. But knowing fully well that that was actually wrong, taking that young lad to that show in that noisy environment and porous area in that regard. So, but now lady claim that they were supposed to go and meet Baba, that even tied her more to explain further what actually happened to her husband because she was there throughout the show. That made her to be able to explain or responsible for her husband or that issue that happened to him. If I thought there was an issue between him and the prime boy, and why she also followed this guy home, and it's one of the reasons why we are dragging her, that you witnessed the whole journey that led to this guy fight. If she bled at the show and you were there as the wife, you should be able to be control him to go to hospital.
Yeah,
for you to save your loved one injured.
According to some people I knew in that estate, actually, according to some guys I knew in that estate that knows what transpired in that night when they got back from the show, that hand that was swollen, that sore that they're saying that was where Mohbad was bleeding, is an old wound. You understand? But how they capitalized with that hand is that Mohbad, when they were fighting, Mohbad hit his hand with that hand. Maybe in the vehicle when they were coming back, but not at the time he was with Prime Boy. You understand? So
You see, that's even the main reason why Prime Boy story did not make sense.
yes,
That
that is
man-
why the police will be so proud to nail Prime Boy, and they will be so confident to nail Prime Boy and to show and to confiscate that vehicle to really show to the public that this is the glass. But were they able to do that? No, so they failed on that. That is not even a thing you can put forward. Look, former head of state was assassinated, Muritala. If you go to National Museum today, you will still see that vehicle there, true or false?
Yeah.
Okay. For people to see the bullet holes of for people to see the bullet holes of what transpired with this vehicle, that a former head of state was driven in this vehicle while he was assassinated. Today, if you go there, all through my school days, we went there for excursion. We saw those things with all those Egungun and Lagos traditions inside that National Museum. There, I don't know if they still get it today. You get me? So what I'm trying to say is that if police are truly sincere with the investigation that Prime Boy and Mohbad fought, and when Mohbad wanted to throw a punch, he missed and he broke that glass, according to them. They would have shown a full body, worked so hard. And those other guys, like the people who came to testify, the witnesses, they cannot even show us the vehicle picture. The way, if you go to that show, you will see when Mohbad was performing on stage, there is a coverage. After he finishes, there was a coverage. Before he get to stage, there was a coverage. We can see all of those things. But we cannot see a fight between him and Prime Boy. So let me just go straight to what I heard anyway. So they said when they got home, the fight continued between Wunmi and Mohbad, a serious one. And that is why you see her face was swollen. That is why you see the face of DJ Bami was swollen. That is why you see some of them, their faces in that vehicle when they announced him dead, their faces was swollen because Mohbad was charged. He was upset with all of them and started fighting all of them. You understand? So Wunmi came from a blind spot and struck him with something and he fell down and became unconscious. That was when they now started looking for how to get treatment for him, and they were not able to take him outside. They were even doing self-medication on him before they put in the nurse story. So this is what I heard. Unfortunately, with the negligence from the side of Wunmi and the people around Mohbad led to that guy to die that way. It's not like maybe anybody came from outside to try to do the job or whatever. That is just a story they are trying to frame. Then when we started going, you can see her post. You understand? She's trying to manipulate the public, trying to put the thing out like, oh, people came, they finally took his life. You understand? That is what I heard from some of my guys that lives in that place. That was what happened on how Mohbad died. So, and why they were trying to shield Wunmi is from the real biological father of that son. That is where the shielding of Wunmi is coming from, and vice versa, which means people like Davido was mentioned. For instance, I'm very, very disappointed in Davido because Davido is someone that has sang with Mohbad before. They have collaboration together. I don't know if some of you are aware of that. They sang songs together before. So Davido knew that Mohbad is part of the industry. He's an artist like him, and they've worked together before. When people approach you they use your name in a crime like this, that you contributed 2 million naira to arrange an esteemed burial of that boy, you should have rejected that kind of approach, because you won't tell them that, why? This guy is part of us. You guys should go keep him in the mortuary. Why would you be telling me to help you with 2 million to do this, to do that, to do this, to arrange for his burial? That is too early to do, you know. But along the line, I'm disappointed to hear his name in this type of things, and people see Davido as someone who helped people. Is that how you want to help someone? For them to bury someone who is a colleague in the industry like that, you know? So if a thorough investigation, you understand, is conducted and the police want to really reveal people who participated one way or the other, not in the murder scene, but for them to hide this murder, the police will arrest a lot of people. A lot of people will be behind bars, but they don't want to go that route. And the family coming in now to fight for justice for their late one, look at what they're doing, disgracing themselves, disgracing the people who are even trying to help them. And so that is why I just put it out there today to Paparino that, look, if this man said he wants justice, there is another route. Take all the police findings, the inquest findings, the people that were interrogated. If they like, let them call everyone. If they like, they call some that they can manipulate. Because I cannot be with a dead body in a car and I'm not a suspect. What kind of investigation is that? Are you telling me if I'm a meat seller, if I sell meat, then I want to transport meat from Lagos to Ibadan? Do you know how many police checkpoints I will pass before I get to my destination? Would they just allow me to take meat? This is meat, so meat that people eat. You understand? How much more a dead body? You saw me with a dead body in a car. I was on the whole world. I've seen that video. And the police would the police tell me that they haven't seen such video? And these 2 individuals or 3 individuals that were there in that vehicle, they were not. They are not suspect. They are not called to come and say, why did they announce this boy is dead? What happened? Where are you coming from? Where did you take him from? Where were you going? Nothing like that. And the police said, look, even in this case, if Baba won't know what he's doing, you understand? The police, if he truly wants to fight, there are people who will be out there to fight with him. But is he ready to fight? No, it's after his music career. You can see him already, he's satisfied with that. Now he's coming out to brag. That is very, very shameful anyway. So, Paparino, now that the family will not want to go that route, we as concerned citizens, with this your me findings and so on and so forth, what can we do to really put this out there as a after the inquest? Because I'm still giving them a benefit of the doubt from their autopsy and toxicology that they've done privately. I'm still looking. That is where I'm still like having a kind of
I can see you're very skillful. Like you have analytical skills, and you exhibit your skills. So let us apply some skills here. When you say you give them benefit of that, in what regard, in what sense?
That is on their autopsy and toxicology because
what are you expecting?
Yeah, I'm not too expecting anything of a good result, of a perfect result from there. But what I'm just looking at is we don't know what might come out there. So that's why I'm just saying I give them benefit of a doubt in their private autopsy and toxicology if it's not being manipulated, because these people are brought everywhere right now. That is why you see Wunmi coming out very boldly, trying to tell you that now she's ready for DNA. They've perfected their plan on that already. They want to go for, because they've already perfected their plan with whatever institution they want to do that with. Right now, in this regime.
Don't forget, you know what I think about on that DNA, right? It's like Baba lawyer, like it was compromised. Do you understand? So that is why they went into negotiation, right? They would have looked at it this way. if they can get the lawyer to negotiate, go into negotiation, then in the process of negotiations, then they will get the job done. They will just, put everywhere, somewhere there, and then everything will be still. But they have two conditions. Okay, if either we go to negotiation, there's nothing in your background. I think you don't speak, you don't come up often. That's why you're doing this. If you come up often,
There's no noise. There's no noise in my background. I'm just
yeah,
I don't know.
yeah, just the sound is. People use earpiece and listen to you very.
I'm using earpiece. Maybe that is the problem. I don't know, but there's no noise in my background.
Yeah, just when you're not speaking, so everything is there balanced.
Okay.
Yes, you unmute if you have to react or say something. So they must have perfected everything to the fact that they know what hospital Baba was going to choose. They knew everything how it was going to be. So they planned it, and that's why they make it look like Wumi is the one that wanted it more. Okay, Wumi started applying pressure. Oh, I want it so badly. Let's get it done because they perfect it. They don't just do things like that. They are after their interests. They are in a journey, right? This is the journey, the goal. Like I said before. You see, there's one thing that they cannot bear to do. Women must, at all costs, they must show that that child belongs to Mohbad. All right, that is one of their goals. They are in a journey that at all costs, even if it takes to bribe everybody, they must show that child belongs to Mohbad. One.
Okay, Paparino. Okay, sorry.
And secondly, that Wumi will not be touched. Not arrested, let me be touched. Those two things.
So, sorry, before you go forward, let me just, the way to manage that, if Baba truly want the truth about that paternity, there are several ways you can go about it. Look at, one of it is that Baba has done DNA on Mohbad to establish that
is just that's just a copy. There's no way.
Done it when he interviewed, when Kemi Oloye interviewed him that time, he asked him that have you conducted a DNA for yourself and Mohbad? He said yes, he has the result. So let's take it.
No, please, wait, please. Let's get something. Okay.
Yeah.
We are intelligent people, and let us look at the possibility. One, there is no way he go get Mohbad sample without writing to the court and getting court order from the court. All right. And so far, he has not done that. He needs to
use his clothes. Maybe use some of his clothes. You don't know, but let's leave that in.
Cloth like how now? There's no possibility. There's no way there. He has not done it.
Okay.
They are trying to close that argument. They're trying to.
Okay. If I thought he has not done it, he can still do it, right?
Sure. Why not?
Okay, fine. What he has to do there is for him to do that, establish that he's the biological father of Mohbad. That result is out positive.
But he doesn't have to do it to show that it's Mohbad, that legally it's Mohbad, that was his needed.
But they can argue, they're trying to put a kind of irresponsible argument that he too might not be the father of Mohbad. You understand? Because there was a time
that doesn't serve as anything. Mohbad answered his name till he died. He sent Mohbad to school, and Mohbad has publicly declared him to be his father, his Mohbad father.
I know, but you know this case have turned to.
No matter what anybody wants to do, me, I'm speaking legally now. I'm trying to approach. I'm approaching them legally. Whoever is teaching me is a lawyer, and I'm countering that lawyer that there is no way, there is no Nigerian law unless that lawyer's law or Wumi's law. The law that me I know in Nigeria, once a person is a legal tender, there is nothing anybody can do. It's a legal representative of Mohbad. It's a legal
Okay, let's take it. It's a legal father of Mohbad. Okay, for him not to let whatever game Wumi wants to play to work is this. It's for him to bring his own sample. He needs now the sample of that child, right? That's what he needed. And Mohbad sample to that child. Okay, if Wumi is going, they have other sample. Maybe they have the true biological father of that boy samples. They want to use it with Mohbad one. You understand? Whereby they're not using Mohbad sample with that boy. You understand? But they will take Mohbad sample and pretend with the institution, because the institution can also clean their hand in the long run if at all anything, if at all the truth comes out. The institution will say, oh, this is the sample we got. We did not know whose sample is it. at the end of the day. But Wunmi knows what she and her gangs are planning. You get me? So what for Baba for Baba to damage that plan, to banish that plan, is for him to have his own taken with that boy and Mohbad sample with that boy. Which means he's running two DNA now. Mohbad with that boy and he with that boy. So the two results will be there. And if Wunmi wants his own sample, Wunmi should take his own sample as Mohbad's father to go and run with that boy, and Mohbad's or whoever, whether it's the biological father Wunmi is going with, or whether it's Mohbad's truly sample Wunmi is going with. So I think it will be hard for them to manipulate in that regard. But the question here is that, is Baba ready to fetch out the truth, or is it playing alongside the manipulation as well, which is a possibility, because I think they've approached him many times. They should go this way, you understand? Because they don't want, because that will put him in a bad light. You understand? If today it comes out that Mohbad is not the biological, and which someone like me, like myself, I've seen so many red lines to say, no matter how, even though they do that DNA in my presence, like this, I'm watching, and they said that son belongs to Mohbad. With the way I see Wunmi spoke, the way she is, how proud she is, how kind of person who talks too much she is, I don't think if truly that son belongs to Mohbad, Wunmi would have taken so long to conduct a DNA test. So I will never believe that result. Looking at the perspective of how the mother is speaking, the mother sister is speaking about that child. They don't want to come and say it boldly, but they're using signs and kind of indirect words to tell us that this child is not from Mohbad. They are being suppressed. You understand? The family is being suppressed by the people who are shielding Wunmi. So for them to, the father knew already. You want to tell me that if you leave, look, I was not in Nigeria when my dad died, you know. They called me and told me, you understand? I knew everything that happened. You get me? You cannot tell me you have a brother or a relative that died somewhere, you are not there, whether he is a powerful person that killed him or whatever. You can't know the
Someone said you're thinking foolish. I just want to find out. So, why do you think he's thinking foolish?
He's thinking very foolish. Just imagine, you guys are not in the house, you guys don't even stay with these people, you don't even know these people. You just sit down every day here, just be talking, analyzing what you don't know. How can you be castigating human being like that? This excuse of a guy that is talking since. Have you done DNA for your own kids?
You know what we are gathered here every day.
I've been following up. This thing is not right. You guys will stop.
We are gathered here.
You guys will stop. I've been following up. You guys will stop. You guys will stop. One day you guys will marry. One day your children will marry. Just imagine this skills now. He has been analyzing since. Do you know what the thing is analyzing? Are you in the house? Do you stay with them? How do you know much? You just conclude that you are even living abroad. Just imagine.
Okay.
You guys should stop it.
Okay.
You guys should stop it. All of us are human beings. What 2 years? You guys have been accusing this guy that he kills this person.
What is your concern?
Nothing. No. You guys are
don't tell us people.
Even though they bring the toxicology, we did not believe, even though you do the DNA, and you guys have been shouting for DNA for over 1 year. You guys should stop. This guy does not owe you guys anything. Even the God you guys are fighting for does not owe you guys anything. Does not even care.
What is it that you are trying to argue on?
What do you use Mr. Skills? Skills, stop it.
Yeah, stop it. What you want to say? What is it?
You are talking so deep, so evil.
Yeah. I'm talking so deep, so evil.
So evil.
Looking at
Why you
your
not deep? You
situation.
are evil. You are talking so evil. Stop it.
You
This girl does
you
not
say
know anything. Does not know you. If not that Mohbad is dead, so how can you even be talking to the
you
girl?
you don't even know how to base your argument. You just come up
No,
and
you
start
don't know what you are
jumping on
doing,
someone.
man. Stop,
Yeah,
stop it. You will have kids one day. Even though you don't have now, you will have one day and then you get married.
I don't think I have kid. So
If you have kids, if you have a girl child, will you if someone is doing this kind of thing to your girl child, how will you feel as a human being?
Okay, if Mohbad is
You guys should let the law find the girl guilty.
You're just talking on yourself. If Mohbad
You guys should let the law find the girl guilty. How come you people don't want in the house? You will just sit there every day analyzing what you don't even know.
Rotimi, yeah.
No, you know this family from anywhere. Nobody, you don't live with them. Why know them? You thought that the father brought all this online. Who are you guys?
What? Did you sleep with your sister and he gave birth?
I don't know. He's just coming, ranting, just trying to.
You guys should stop. You guys should stop. It's not good. It's not good.
You don't have anything.
It's not fair. Every day you come online.
Yes, let me ask you one question.
Sometimes to talk.
Please,
this Mr. Ski.
Yes, wait, let me ask you one question.
Every time, if you want to analyze, you will just be the narrative of last week will not be narrative of this week. Meaning you are just guessing.
Can you wait for 1 minute? You know,
if all of you, so that it's just talking jazz, 80% of you, all of you that is analyzing online are staying abroad. After this case, this game is supposed to bring you all down. Oh.
Yes,
it's true.
Wait for me first. Let me ask you one question, please. Please let me ask you one question.
You will not be part of defamation. You will not be talking like this. You will not be smiling. Oh, Paparino, you yourself are biased too much.
I want to ask you one question now. Let me ask you one question, please. Let us speak man to man. You are a man, okay? So now, Baba, let us say you have one son, okay? Can you hear me? Baba?
I can hear you clearly.
Let us say you have one son, and then me and you were neighbor to each other, and there's camera in our house, okay? And I kill your son, I cut the head, right? So, because I have money, I'm famous. You are poor, you don't have any money. We now went to the police. When we got to the police, you reported that Paparino just kill your son.
Well, Papa, are you talking based on the Mohbad case, or you are talking about a
different case? I want to see how you think. Okay, so now
the one you are talking about does not concern me. It's not my business. I'm talking about the one that has come there.
I'm coming there.
What we are saying now.
Coming there.
You guys say this girl. Okay, now you guys.
Let me finish.
The brothers in the house. How can a man have his own brother, his own blood brother in the house? Okay, now you not someone to get his brother. You guys waited for us. Okay, so you guys did not believe. No, people in the house now, they are giving their testimony. You guys are not believing, but your own analysis, people that you guys are going in the house, making analysis and believe your own analysis. How is that possible?
And I brought it also that we can talk. And now you are not even letting us.
No, the thing is very annoying. It's very annoying. I don't have time before. Before we don't be looking like, oh, how come adults like this? What's
you know you can be sued. You know you can be sued for what you're doing, whether you can be petitioned.
Oh, but fuck you. Do you know me? Do you know me?
You know you can be jailed for what you're doing right now.
Oh, but you now all of you here will be.
You know what section 1
because you guys have been defending this girl for.
You know what the law is about what you're doing.
You guys are wicked. Stop it.
Do you know wherever you are in the world, you can be arrested and you can be jailed?
Oh, fuck you, man.
You know,
don't tell me that. You know why?
What? Who are you?
Who are you too, bro?
Are you
You guys should stop it. You guys should stop it. You guys should stop it. I don't do those things there. I don't even stop killing. I'm not a social media nigga. You guys should stop it. The ones that on Facebook are doing their own stuff. You have changed the narrative of the TikTok. But remain social media.
You continue to kill human beings, we will not stop. If you're not a killer, you will not tell us to stop.
You guys should stop. Are you there? Where did you know that he killed the person?
You.
It's not a kid.
Have you killed before?
What am I going to do with killing? You are sounding like the one killer. You are sounding like the way you guys are talking, you guys are sounding like the main killer. Because how can you be so evil? Talking about someone's child like that. That is evil. You guys are full of conscience. I know you know the truth. You guys are just looking for engagement. You guys are looking for engagement. No, I never engagement. You guys are saying this. People are stop.
Ògúnlákayé ló máa bẹ̀rẹ̀ jẹ́ wẹ̀.
He's not ready to engage. He's not ready to say anything.
Ògúnlákayé ló máa bẹ̀rẹ̀ jẹ́ wẹ̀. Olórí burúkú olórí burúkú aláìbàjẹ́ Ògún ló máa pa
What is
You guys on your quiet time, sit down, open your mind.
you are coming to
He doesn't care about you guys. He does not even know what you guys are doing. He does not want to know.
Ògún ló máa fẹ́ jẹ́ wẹ̀ tọ́jú
Ògún ló máa fẹ́ jẹ́ wẹ̀ too.
Olórí burúkú ò ní sóyire. Ó sọ kú ni. Olórí burúkú eré dàbí ajá dúdú. Olórí burúkú aláìsàn.
Wọ́n máa fòkú ẹ̀ ránṣẹ́ sílé ni.
Wọ́n fẹ́ òkú ẹ̀ ìwọ tó fẹ́ pọ̀ ọmọ lọ́mọ, wọ́n fòkú ẹ̀ ránṣẹ́.
Olórí burúkú aláìsàn.
Ránṣẹ́ sílé òkú ẹ̀.
Tú bàbá olórí burúkú.
Ògún fàyà ìwọ ìrótìrì.
Gbogbo àwọn èèyàn ò ní sóyire.
Yemọja ló máa jẹ okú ẹ̀ lé Yemọja.
Ní olórí ẹgbẹ́ ọmọkọ́mọ ṣomi ní òde òde.
Ògúnlákayé ló máa pa ọ̀ṣun. Ògúnlákayé
Ayélára ló máa
ò ní sóyire.
Ayélára ló máa pa
ò ní sóyire.
It's very evil.
Yemọja máa jẹ
Very
okú
evil.
ẹ̀.
Lọ́jọ́ bàbá ẹ̀ bàbá ẹ̀ ni kò lọ
Yemọja máa jẹ okú ẹ̀.
bàbá ò
Tó bàbá Yemọja ló máa jẹ
olórí burúkú aláìbàjẹ́ wíwé dàbí àgbàdo.
You will die while you are alive. You will die while you are alive.
Ògúnlákayé ló máa bẹ̀rẹ̀
You guys don't want that girl to rest. The next the girls even live like that. Coming online every day. Talking to us.
Lọ lẹ́jọ̀ bàbá ẹ̀ Ògúnlákayé ló máa pa ẹ̀ ló máa pa ẹ̀.
DNA is circumstance. The other one.
Olórí burúkú.
Ọ̀dẹ̀ ó ti lá ògbó.
All is related.
Olórí burúkú aláìbàjẹ́ wíwé dàbí àjọpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ pípọ̀ lèrè wọ́n dàbí nà.
You guys are olórí fools up and down. For the Fedato, that one, the other one Fedato, that one is just, you just didn't get it. You guys will learn in the hard way.
We know the Fedato, we don't even know your father. Yeah, you don't give
Tani bàbá ẹ̀ olórí
You don't need to know me because I can't know
you are
Tani bàbá ẹ̀ olórí burúkú Tani bàbá ẹ̀ olórí burúkú.
descendant of slave. Descendant of slave.
Tani bàbá ẹ̀ Tani bàbá ẹ̀.
Ẹrú ayé mi ẹrú ayé.
Tani bàbá ẹ̀ tí ó máa ṣẹ́rú kù ní olórí burúkú.
Papa, I don't know the truth. He just need engagement.
Olórí burúkú olórí burúkú.
People that are analyzing, you guys are evil, devil. They are supposed to put the other name of devil is his guy's name. Your name is supposed to be the real devil. This key of the evil. His mind is very deep.
ẹ̀ẹ́dùn tú bàbá.
Àgbàlagbà rí because when I came home
Ní sórí ilé ogun
but you want me to protest sorry for me
ọmọ ọ̀ṣun ògún ló máa pa ló máa pa ọ̀ṣun ẹ̀.
You got this on yourself.
ogun máa pẹ́ pọ̀ jù. olórí burúkú wọ́n ti pa Mohbad lọ́ ti máa pa àwọn ọmọ ẹ̀ tó.
ayélujára mi ṣe pé
ètò ajé obìnrin ọdún tí wọ́n lọ rẹ̀
ayélujára sẹ́pọ̀ tí wọ́n fẹ́ fọ ayélujára sẹ́pọ̀ yìí lọ gbé.
olórí burúkú ayélujára ẹbí rẹ̀ ṣe ń ṣe ìṣe
ayélujára ló máa jẹ òkú ayélujára.
olórí burúkú
ayélujára ló máa jẹ òkú àti rọ́jú ayélujára.
ayé ló máa fẹ́ jẹ ìwẹ̀ wọ́n àtọ̀ṣún ẹ̀ lọ́jọ́ máa pa ayé pọ̀ ni wọ́n àtọ̀ṣún ẹ̀ máa jọ sórí burúkú ni.
òkú ẹ̀ lọ́mọ fi bọ́
ọmọ ọ̀sán ní ọ̀sán ẹ̀wẹ̀ jẹ́ ọmọ ìpè ló wà lẹ́nu wèrè sọ́yọ̀ ẹ̀wẹ̀ díẹ̀ nu wèrè olóògùn aláìbàjẹ́ ìwọ́n wá tètè wá gbọ́dọ̀ lọ́sùn.
ṣé ọdún lóògùn ni o fẹ́ gbà
But for you,
the
analyzer, what you don't know, this family, you don't know them from anywhere.
And he said, two baba, you guys started behaving like small Jesus. Started analyzing from this family.
Follow you, Baba, analyze your own now instead of ranting. Analyze your own too, Baba. Analyze your own.
Kí ló wá ṣe lókè fún ọ̀pọ̀ náà? Analyze your own.
Go out so if you can't analyze, you can't analyze, you are just there to abuse.
I come here first. I come here not abuse anybody. I will not tell you skills that what you are doing. To tell me that is a Yoruba man can swear.
Wumi did not buy Mohbad, just prove. That's all. No need.
Prove me something I don't know. If you
don't know,
you don't know.
Take this. But I'm not going to do like illiterate again.
That is a you
are
the money.
Instead of putting your point,
how do you get to get into sin and get killed? What to say you can come out of it.
You don't know.
The golden ones you don't know that have sense because me.
How can you say you don't know and yet you are talking?
So there's no because Paparino
don't say that. You are not Paparino, so prove your own point.
Oh God. After they talk to this people,
I'm not saying anything now. You are not saying anything now.
He does not even know how to open account. He started to open jail for him.
Forget about that.
Open your camera.
Prove that Wumi did not buy Mohbad.
Let's see your ó sunkún ni ó sunkún ni
I understand his own part. He needed, but you people that are commenting that don't even know anything.
Just analyze something. You have not analyzed a single point. You have not analyzed a single point. You are just
analyzing. Don't point fingers straight as if you are
good finger. Okay. Forget about pointing fingers. Say something now. Well, how did Wumi not buy Mohbad when Wumi was the last person with Mohbad?
Is it only Wumi in the house? There are about 10, 14, 15, 16 people in the house. How come every day you guys come online?
Wumi is his wife.
Just already. Wumi was his wife.
Wumi was his wife.
They are intervening lifestyle.
He knows. If the person down is right, listen. He know. The person nearest the person that died 24 hours before death, 24 hours of death, and 24 hours after death. That's the person question.
Just imagine.
They say that their body is a work for us.
So that
Two Baba, the thing I
most of you
You are just allowing them to abuse
most
you.
of you are
You brought curses on yourself for nothing's sake. Prove your point. Wunmi was
most
the
of the
last
people are
person.
abroad. You guys are robots. You are depressed.
You that are abroad, they say that their body is
to
the
move
watch.
on with your life, bro.
Two Baba, they say that their body is the watch abroad.
So as you are talking now, you are analyzing now.
You said that the body are the watch abroad, really.
So as you are doing now, you are analyzing.
You said that the body are the watch abroad.
You said you are Paparino follower. If I were Paparino, I will say quickly, you are not my follower at all. Because Paparino's follower cannot be talking this way.
What I'm saying is true. He knows the truth. He knows that the people that you guys are
say your own truth entirely.
Stop accusing that girl you don't have facts. 2 years.
You said and you said don't know.
And we don't have new facts. This one is legit facts.
So what legit facts? State the facts now. The fact you know.
Let us know legit facts.
The fact is the guy did not kill his husband. So if you know he killed his husband, bring proof.
You yourself that said he did not kill the husband. You to bring proof that she did not kill the husband. Because 24 hours before Mohbad,
then if you are guessing,
after Mohbad death,
the court finish their judgment.
So we should sit down and not analyze.
Sit down. The government does not
like you agree.
The government need you.
Police station. Ọmọ ìlú òkè ẹgbẹ́
Why is our analysis paining you? Two Baba, why is it touching you? Why is
It's not paining me, man. I'm just seeing the evil in you guys.
But it's paining you now. It's paining you.
You can't be talking to someone and you guys have kids. How will you
Are you a family?
is in this kind of position? People are online 247. The guy you guys are not doing analysis on every day. The guy is living his life.
Where do you live? Let me go. Are you in Germany?
No madness.
Where are you? Where do you live?
I think it's in Germany.
No, I want to know. You sound like someone who lives in Germany.
Yes, now.
It's not with the body and the wash again.
No, I see the body now is
and the way they go about skills, so you go talk because you are the most evil person. You are like
I can't waste my time on you because
you are like so you are supposed to be sleeping in the room. You are
not here to disrupt. I can't waste my time. So you can just talk
no, you want big for that TV platform. They just
which is the platform?
That woman platform.
And the way the gbogbo they do fast na be man na be answer
daddy àti mommy
on top of that man pikin death you guys are doing farm days. Is this not madness? Even the man you guys are fighting for, he does not even care about you guys.
Who dey fight for Baba Mohbad only tiẹ̀ ti pa. Mohbad àti generation wa là ń fight.
Who's your generation wey don dey degrade like this? Your generation wey don fight up like this. All of my everything you guys finish for that girl. Your girl child dey follow up.
Who get child?
Your get child. Anything you guys
my sister wey I born pikin. Jogbo too much. I pray for my own son. Lord, I pray for a woman like you to be my wife. But what you all have done to that girl on social media, something you guys don't know about. Your girl child, your sister. Not every gay child that is a gay child.
You guys will feel it. And you feel it well. Since you guys you have already digested that you guys want to be evil in life.
Two Baba, do you see that girl that pour hot water on her friend because the friend took her boyfriend? Is that a gay child? Is that a good gay child? Torí ẹ̀ bá pé ṣé
You
get
can't
am.
use that one to judge. This is
We are telling you this one now.
another case. You don't okay. What a boy when they start boy, they die. What do you want?
That is not a good boy. He's not a good boy either.
So what are you guys saying?
Here, bro.
You can't say this guy is a bad guy because you don't
He's
know.
a bad
You don't
girl.
know what
He's a
is
bad
going on.
girl. He
How
showed
do you know?
that one class he used to smoke he used to carry drugs.
You guys, anyhow. Just imagine people that are living fake life. Just imagine person like this stupid this actor that don't even know what to do. That send Baba Ijesha to prison. He will come in and tell you guys what to do.
He's doing good better than your entire generation, your entire family. He's doing better than your entire fucking family, bro.
Well, man, I can't be arguing about what is better in life. I'm telling you facts. So you what is better in life. Anything I have is okay for me and my family, bro.
Who is flagging me? Àwọn ibẹ̀ jádà lónìí. Abẹ́ ìyàwó rẹ̀ flag ìyá yìí.
You wrote to me, quiet your mouth, let's kill stop that because I not come for you. I came for this kid. He's a useless person. This kid is a useless person.
Ìwọ náà jáde wá òun
He will learn in the hard way.
Ìwọ náà sọ̀rọ̀.
What do you want to
Ti gbé
do?
òkò ewúrẹ́ fún.
What is it?
This kid, you are a useless person. Your other name is Esulakaye. You and them are supposed to get one part private
Let's
lesson
stop.
because who don't get them, we don't know the evil. Who don't be evil. If you
Let's stop.
will not be saying that against that game. Just imagine, we are too tough to which one are the man who is the customer? With this guy says,
These are some of the bad eggs around the society.
Na train go jam you.
Because everybody can be reason you are reasoning. Some people are mature upstairs. We think. Are taking like fools.
You are hiding evil. You are an evil person too, Baba. You are an evil person. You are not what to believe among
human. I did not accuse anybody of anything. You are supposed to accuse people of what you don't know. So you are.
I just ask you a simple question. You say every girl child, the girl that poured water on her friend, is it a good girl?
I'm telling you that you are accusing somebody.
You condemn, not accuse.
You guys should stop it.
She told us there was another nurse.
You guys should stop it.
Lie to police, lie to the whole world.
Stop talking what you don't understand. What you don't understand.
Listen, everybody keep saying
because go police station, go report.
Which area police station? The same lady said there was another nurse. Who is the other nurse? She couldn't explain to us.
Ọ̀gbẹ́ni station lọ.
Tell her to tell us the other nurse.
Station lọ.
Who is the second
nurse?
Yeah. Good day, all.
If na abroad, they send your family member make go police station, make go.
Good day, all. Mr. Rotimi, you made a mistake about what you just said now concerning Germany, that it was brought up or something in Germany. Germany don't produce people like this.
Okay, Germany is rejecting to Baba now. Oh, thank you.
I'm not saying that. Because you can be doing whatever you want in Germany. They will be watching you and they will be pretending they don't know what you're doing. But there will be a situation or one day you will need the government's help. That's when they will bring you back to what you've done. And even if he's living in Germany, they will not talk now. But there will be a day he's going to need their help that he will go to their office. That's where they will be giving him or her whosoever that you've said this before, you've done that before. They're watching. That's the truth I'm telling you today. Because I lived in Germany for 26 years. So I know the law, I know the rules and everything. No matter what somebody is doing on social media and you are in Germany, then they will tell you we are sorry. because they never finish their investigation on you. But when the time comes, you said you might have forgotten, then they will bring it out. That's why they call them police country. That's why they call them police country. I lived there almost 26 years. I studied there. I know in and out of Germany. So don't say Germany brought up. Anyhow, anybody wants to leave or do anything, they should continue what they're doing. So I have to drop now.
Thank you, Madam Toba. You've spoken well. I appreciate you so much.
Okay.
The guy on the Toba, the two Baba has gone. I mean, it's kind of scary for somebody to come and be pretending and supporting this lady who came out to the whole world and still lied why she was pretending to defend herself. That there was another nurse, and she never come back to explain the second nurse that she was talking about.
Rotimi, the reason why I kept quiet is that one is not even ready to engage. Even when Paparino was trying to engage him, he was not ready to talk. He was just throwing insults, you know. So it's just unfortunate that he came in to disrupt and to distract the conversation. So it's just one of those tricks.
The truth is that this is this platform. Many where they were led. You can't bring your way here.
It's just one of those their tactics that they use.
No, we won't run away from them because we cannot be subjected to bully at anywhere, at any time. That time has gone. That will keep quiet for them. Toba muwa adapada fun won. Maybe they think they have madness. We have madness too. But we use our own madness right, not in the wrong direction. You can't come and silence us. I have right to my data, I have right to my phone, and I have right to my battery. Whatever I want to use, I will use it to analyze and get a better country for myself and for the future of my children. I mean, these people are real, and we have them in politics. Imagine one of these miscreants being the head of affairs of this nation. Do you think we can head in a good direction? The answer is no. We can't move forward. These are the people that pervert justice in the nation. Imagine one of them being a judge in our courts. Do you think we can actually get justice? The answer is no. But the more we try to educate them and let them say no, we will not agree with whatever you are bringing to the table. You want to defend and to silence us. A lady we saw broad daylight pour hot water on her own friend and burn the entire skin as she's bragging. Not until VDM called her out before that lady is being sent to prison right now as we are talking. Now this is society we want us to build for our own children. So that they become a norm to the society when they get away with whatever they done to go back. Imagine how they bury this young man, broken his leg, wrap him. Is that how we bury dead body in our country? Broke his neck in a coffin. And that was done by the entire family. And we want us to keep quiet. That is barbaric. That is barbaric. And when they say they want to open the coffin, the casket of Mohbad, the wife was on the back there shouting, "Don't open it, don't open it," because they knew the evil they have done to the body of that young guy. These people are wicked, extremely wicked. They are not supposed to be among the living. They are supposed to be in prison yard. But family here.
And this is the one that went to the inquest to testify that Mohbad is broke, he has nothing, and they were getting help from Belashmona, his friend. And at the same time, you coming up today to say that they're trying to push you out because of his royalty, because of his. What is paining her actually is that whatever is hanging with Naira Marley right now, she can't get hold to that. She can't control that. She cannot access that. She is so greedy to the extent that with all she has siphoned on Mohbad's wealth, she is still even looking at that Naira Marley direction. You know, so it's just that it's just the family that she's dealing with anyway, and the family themselves, they are not coordinated, and they are not ready to help the public to put this case to a rest. So I've spoken with
skill. Truth be told, sometimes we're emotional, and there's no way we won't be emotional in this cause. There is no way. Because we are human, right? And we are human with feelings and emotions. You see, the problem they are having is this. They think some people are Hawaiian law that they won't die again. And they think this money they want to spend will last forever. In a twinkle of an eye, within few months, the whole money you think Mohbad has can be gone in just a second. Whatever gift they have been giving this father, in one day, the father of Mohbad, I'm talking about Baba Loba now, that he think he see money, peanuts not full.
When the father is throwing
giving you peanuts.
Who does that when you seeking justice for yourself?
What they are doing is that they are worshiping money. They think money is everything.
Yeah,
you think money is everything you want to blow by all means. You think money is everything.
It's peanut is making peanut compared to what Mohbad left behind. What is he making?
All right, let's try to make some distinguishment. Let's try to make some clarity because with the looking of things now, I think there is a certain language and linguistic, the linguistic lexica that some of us have been using, and I think when terms like this come, I think it is time to begin to create some certain demarcation to know where everyone stands. Within justice for Mohbad itself, I think there is a need to really tell what side of justice or what justice truly means to each and every one of us who is in the justice. Because when I look at Mohbad, guys, can we all tap on the screen, please? Yeah. So when I look at Mohbad, let me change this topic. Let me put what is justice for you? What is J for you? All right. And it is very crucial that we establish this either across every platform. It's very, very important. Whether justice for Mohbad, whether anti-justice for Mohbad, we have to really get down to this. What justice means for every individual. When you engage them, we want to know people's opinion when it comes to getting justice. Does justice for you mean the nurse should be arrested and spending and go down just as described? Or justice for you means Wunmi must be arrested. If Wunmi is not arrested, you don't believe you got justice. Okay? So it is divided into different people's options, like how different people feels okay that justice is for them. So now when I look at Mohbad himself, I analyze him, I ask myself, I said, what has changed from Joseph Aloba's view of what killed Mohbad and how Mohbad died? Then and now, what is that thing that has changed? When I look at it, in his explanation, he has always referenced the nurse until this particular audio, okay, which I will play the audio. Until this particular audio, he has always referenced the nurse, and when he references the nurse, it doesn't even when everybody talk about it, they don't believe that there even exists a nurse. He always have a soft spot. He's always got a soft spot for the nurse. The nurse story is meaningful to Mohbad's father, to Joseph Aloba. So, because if we don't, we have to ask ask yourself, Aloba himself, Baba, if the nurse is arrested today for what killed Mohbad, for you, would you be celebrating that you have gotten justice? Because if that is the justice is looking for, we don't need to be contributing any amount of money, anything. We don't need that. Because even without contributing money, we could have gotten that since 2023. And everybody around him in his group, what is justice for them? So that we know when the time comes, they don't get their own justice, then we will know that they didn't get it. Not that one time will come now, they will just arrest the nurse, then they will begin to celebrate that they say that we'll get justice, and finally justice is here. So it is better we know right from now what justice is to every individual who is in justice. For me, Paparino, yes. Is anybody interjected? Hello? Okay. For me, Paparino, okay. Even if nurse is arrested today for what killed Mohbad, as long as police refuse to do the needful by going deep into the different areas that this particular case entails. This case entails so many areas of digital forensic, of medical examinations, and different investigations. As long as police refuse to go into these different areas of investigation and they just stick to the narrative of the nurse, which I don't find convincing enough, I will just conclude that Mohbad did not get the justice I think he deserved. He just got maybe a compensation. They just have to hold somebody down, okay, for what killed Mohbad, where the real killers will now have to escape. Because that is where I see it going. I see it going towards the nurse. So now we have to know from every other person. According to you guys, do you think nurse being arrested, going down for what killed Mohbad, without Wunmi being arrested at all, going to court, would any one of you consider that as justice for Mohbad and be celebrating? You can unmute yourself and address your own concern.
First of all, before I can answer the question you just put out, should I also ask you do you believe that there's a third party that came in to participate in the murder of Mohbad?
Oh yeah, looking into Mohbad's death, I want to believe that Mohbad's death seems like this. It seems cover up. It seems cover up. So when it's covered up, it means that there exists some certain level of technicians, people who are capable of covering up it. And I need explanation why all these different activities, announcements of his death, buying casket that was not even his size, and all the drama that they play, embalming him, bringing an alpha, bringing a lawyer, and all of those different things. I need full explanation. And all of this explanation, there is no how you go into a proper investigation that this will not open ways to arrest people and send them to jail or make them suspect. So I think if those areas are not touched and police just follow whatever they were said, they didn't even do their own investigation, they just follow the confession of the nurse and just went on. For me, that is a manipulated case, and those that came back, they will still be celebrating and they are still around. So I want to believe that there might exist some third parties, some people who were part of this process, who the police has not yet brought out, who they have not unraveled.
That means that came into our residence to take his life as well. Is that what you mean?
I'm not sure whether that person was part of taking his life, but I am very sure of a large number of people conspired in the death of Mohbad. And the people who are arrested, if a large number of people plan together to commit a crime, and at the end of the day, only one or two was arrested, maybe out of 10, that is not enough for me. We want all of them to be arrested. That is justice for me.
Okay, based on your question anyway, for me, justice, we all know that justice is the highest principle of fair dealing. That is, anybody that is involved one way or the other, whether you are the person that committed the murder, all the participants, whether through trying to hide what happened, you didn't want to say the truth. When a thorough investigation is being conducted, you might be found liable one way or the other with that crime. So whoever, whether the people that transfer 2 million, why are they transferring that money? You know, any member of the police authority that try to also manipulate things, try to give support.
I need to know your point. Where are you exactly? Please, let's keep it concise, short. Yes.
Yeah, because what we say, because your question is that if only the North should go there, is that justice for us, right? Is that what you said?
What would you consider as Mohbad as cutting justice?
Say something, Paparino.
Go this way.
What I would consider,
we'll go to the next.
What I would consider justice for Mohbad is for every participant, whether directly or indirectly. That is justice for me, including the family members. Whatever that put them in that crime scene for me.
Okay, let me engage you again. One has committed a crime. Okay, a quick barrel of Mohbad with the corona. So would you agree that justice for you will also entail him going to jail to pay for that?
Yeah. Agreed.
All right.
He has to defend himself.
Thank you. It's okay. Go on, go listen. That is, he has to be tried in the court of law, not just being overlooked by the police.
Yeah. As for me, only one single person cannot go down from everything that's happened so far. From the evidences that we are seeing and those videos bullying Mohbad, those people that are bullying Mohbad is part of it. All of them, they will all go down for it. It's just that the kind of sentence or the kind of judges they're going to give them to be different, but all of them must bring all of them to book, one after the other. All the 15 people in the house, everybody, including Mohbad, because Mohbad also participates. There are some rules that Mohbad participates to that is not really clear. Even Baba Mohbad, because there's some. This is Baba needs to talk about. Baba to touch and is not touching it. There are some things he needs to do that he's not doing as a father of the late son, which is everybody knows as Mohbad. They must bring to me, all of them must be served accordingly. They must bring all of them to book, one by one. The only person I know can go cost-free is the baby now. But every other person must bring to book. That is my own. Thank you.
All right, next please. And those supporting Mohbad too, we need them to answer this particular question. Because for me, if Mohbad doesn't face trial in court, Mohbad has not gotten complete justice. But his trial in the court of law, his actions are criminal in nature. Nobody should forgive him, not even the police or whatsoever. It should only be interpreted in the court of law. If the court of law believes that in situations like that, because the death is very young, all right, and police told you to take the dead body to the area where they can give you the report. They take you there. You were told not to bury the body. You still bury the body. And so if courts can give such excuses, fine, then I'm okay with it. But that Mohbad father will not be tried in a criminal court for his action,
of the quick burial of Mohbad without the consent of the coroner, I think that is not complete justice. And this is
but bear in mind that if at all this will happen for a close family member to go down for also based on his participation in the death of Mohbad, you should also bear in mind that he is the least out of all of them compared to what we've seen so far on how this guy died. He is the least, and there is a loophole for him there to escape that some way if he's being represented very well. So we should also bear in mind that
make something let's deal with evidence. When we look at evidence of crime committed that can be proven right now, there are only few crimes that can be proven. One, negligence of the nurse, okay, if that be the case, then secondly, maybe environment, tampering, I don't know how they interpret that. Certainly the quick burial of Mohbad, okay. Why every other thing like it up until investigated. So now what else? If you say that somebody has committed the least offense, someone has committed the most offense, what can you prove? Because from what we see right now, let me say we drop the circle. Mohbad is in one of the circle, the erosion is in one of the circle, spending is in one of the circle, and the nurse is in another circle. That's first circle. Woman is not there. So now when you say he has committed this offense, I mean, look at those offenses that we know so far in this case, and then interpret it, and tell which one is more, which one is less.
Okay, when you look at this, the communication from Wumi, has the police done a data for forensic on Wumi's phone?
Let's talk about what we know now. What we don't know, we don't talk about it. What we know, that's why we're holding police. The police will do investigation, will have more facts. But the facts at hand right now, okay, because the way the case is going, the family and the system is not doing so well to bring out more evidence. Okay, they seem comfortable with the one that they have. So let's work with this one until they have new evidence. So with the evidence that we have right now, what will justice mean for you?
We all knew now that Mohbad died on Monday, right?
No, we don't all know this.
We all knew according to the information that's
okay, wait, 1 minute, I'm gonna come back to you. Who else wants to answer that question? Any other person want to tell me what justice means for them?
Paparino, good evening.
So you guys are not seeking for good evening.
Yeah, but to my knowledge, justice means to me that we need to do thorough investigation for the entire people in Mohbad's house. We arrest every one of them, drill them, because so far their words are not correlating. Police should also invite Baba Mohbad for more questioning, because the Baba has said if they do DNA, she will talk the dead that killed his son. He said it openly, not by rumor or by accident. He was interviewed and he said this openly. So it means he knew from the onset he suspected someone or some set of people. So police need to investigate him more. And on the quick burial of Mohbad also, he should be tried for that. I'll be glad to see that Baba Mohbad is first trial on the quick death or quick burial of Mohbad. Now, for every actor in that house, for everyone present in Mohbad's house, 24 hours before Mohbad died, they need to go through drilling. They need to go through dealing of the police, and investigation must be carried out. And to this extent, I will say yes, Mohbad get justice. Without this, I will see it that Mohbad didn't get justice. Unless those people in that house are thoroughly interrogated, drilled. If need be, Nigerian police should invite DSS to this matter. look into their world, we'll be shouting, we'll be punching holes where these people have lied. They've distracted every one of us, facing Amalia, Sam Larry, the death of Mohbad. But lately, along the line, we say no, we disagree with whatever thing they be telling us. We
don't worry, I don't think
them.
will come into this is within the police. DSS will not, they will not come into this. I don't think so.
If need be, Paparino, I use the word if need be.
Territory is not threatened. Yeah, Nigerian territory is not threat.
Yeah,
it's not territorial threat.
If need be, they can invite DSS to the matter to go deeper into that investigation. For me,
it's okay, fine, thank you very much. Let me drop my list. Let's say as things stands now, okay, because as it stands now, let's just look roughly at the evidence available that we have. We have evidence that the nurse committed negligence, one. We have an evidence that spending acts of calling the nurse is not recommendable. Okay, you should tell people to go to the hospital. You should not call a nurse to come treat anybody. Okay?
Please, let me ask this question before you go further. I'm very sorry. Hold your thoughts. I'm sorry. Is there any way that Spender have agreed that he called the nurse and the nurse picked the call?
Oh yes, Spender recommended the nurse as long as
No. That's not the question. Is there any way Spender agreed in his story or in his speech or in his write-up that he called the nurse and the nurse pick up and he said, I want you to come and treat my friend?
I think they will go for the person that recommend the nurse. But I don't think Spending.
You know why? That's because he called the nurse.
Spending said he called the nurse, it wasn't going, and then he sent the nurse.
He wasn't going. But the nurse came out and said Spending called her first. And thereafter she received a call from DJ Bami.
Yeah.
The nurse, that's another lie. That's what we
right now, right? Maybe let's help the police through any foundation right now. Let us petition Spending and because police want to do their job, right? So now we'll just write the offense committed. We'll petition Spending and the Jebami, right? On their illegal acts in recommending a nurse or in ushering a nurse to come treat Mohbad. So we'll submit that petition to the police. So police will invite both of them. If any of them can prove that they violated Nigerian Medical Act, then they go down for it.
Because the lady agreed and she said that Blessing first, Spending first called her and she spoke to Spending. But in Spending's story, I've not heard where Spending said, I called her and informed her that you want to come and treat my friend. Spending said the number did not go. But the nurse said she received a call from Spending. She was at, was it really when this guy number came, DJ Bami, thereafter. So that means Spending spoke to her first. But Spending have not agreed. That's why I'm asking this question. Is anywhere Spending have agreed in his CTC that she called the nurse and the nurse picked the call?
No, that the nurse didn't pick.
Then one of them is lying.
The nurse never said that she spoke to Spending.
No, Paparino, go and listen to that story again. The nurse said she spoke to Spending. Spending told her you are coming to see my friend.
She spoke to Spending and said,
yes.
Who have the citizen? Who have the citizen? Anybody here? There's not, they have that citizen again. Let me just do this. Anybody with a citizen, and you see how these people are so they are pushing narrative, right? How do you
understand? People just see that kind of tough things.
I'm debating. I'm not on that. Okay. I say how do we know these people are pushing narrative? Prime Boy and Spending have spoken since March, April last year. The citizen of their conversation is not released, it's nowhere. But the nurse recent testimonies, the citizen is out. They refuse to let out that of Spending and Prime Boy. So they are pushing narrative. They want to make the nurse make sense in our head. That's the narrative I'm talking about.
Where is the CTC of Darusha Sef, Paparano? Is he out?
They are not, but they didn't release it. They didn't release it.
And they released enough.
Yeah, that of the nurse is out. This never already here the last time.
You see? You see? The nurse said she received a call from Spending. And there is no way Spending has said that their number went.
Yes. So somebody is there? Do we have anybody here with a nurse CTC so I can read it? I'm just calling on Instagram whether I can see the one I read the other time, a portion of it. Anybody with it? Anybody with it? Let me know. Anybody? Okay, I don't have it right now. Maybe we'll have to find it later and corroborate that story. But to me, I thought I heard the nurse said that she was not around. Like she saw a missed call, something like that, and then later she saw another call. I mean, there is this lady called Temi that did something on Instagram. Who know that username? Can anybody remind me that username? Something Temilade. She does post all this, all this stuff. Can anybody remind me that name? Okay. It is Temi. Then that's where I am now. Temi Sobola. That is Temi Sobola. Okay, let me scroll down. I know it's been weeks now. It's even been months. I'm just scroll down. So, yes, the sniper. You didn't send me the CTC of the nurse now. We need it now. That's why I told you to send to me the other time. We need the CTC of the nurse, the one you read here the other day. Can you come up to read it?
I thought I sent it to you now.
No, you did not send it to me.
All right, I'm going to send it from another phone.
Can you just help us with that, please? Or we are between whether the North and Spending spoke to each other.
Yes. All right. So she said that Spending contacted me to come and administer tetanus injection on a friend of his who got injured on his hand and suspect there is a piece of glass in the cut. That I was unable to meet up with the appointment on the 11th of September.
Are you reading right now? You're explaining what you know.
I'm reading it right now. I'm reading it.
Okay. Well.
Okay, I'll read again. That on the 11th day of September 2023, I was contacted by a client of mine, Abayomi Sadiq, also known as Spending. That Spending contacted me to come and administer tetanus injection on a friend of his who got injured on his hand and he suspects there is a piece of glass in the court. That I was able to meet up with the appointment on the 11th of September 2024 due to heavy traffic at mile 2 on my way from Cotonou, Benin Republic. That on the 12th of September 2024, I was contacted by one Ayobami who said Spending gave him my number and he sent the address where we were supposed to meet. That I requested to see the court he was talking about that required the tetanus injection. It was sent to me on WhatsApp and I was surprised that it was a small court. Is that okay?
Paparino, the first line he read, he said, Spending contacted me on the 11th. That was the first story. But I'm saying the question I asked here is that, is there any way Spending said he contacted this lady and the number went through in his own CTC, the sniper?
No, Spending CTC is not out, but Spending never said he spoke to the nurse at all. He said the
God bless you. God bless you. You see the lacuna there, Paparino. You see the lies these people are bending with us, right? Because all I've been hearing is that Fendi has said he called the nurse number was not going, and he now gave the number to Bami and he left the house. That has been his storyline all this while. But the nurse now say, Pleasant contacted me. For someone to use the word contacted me, it means she spoke with Fendi. And she repeated that same story when DJ Bami, he still used the same word, the same line of thought that DJ Bami contacted me when I was on the way, right? So it means that she actually spoke with Fendi. Whoever that wrote this script for these lads, these kids, is putting them in more trouble every day.
Wait, okay. Let me ask a question. If both of us went for a robbery, and I drove you to the location, you now went inside, right? And I left with the car. Then you do your robbery. Someone else come to pick you up after you finished. Are you not saying that? Are you not saying that when you are being caught, me that drove you to that location in the first place, I'm not part of the crime?
Yeah. So if investigation can prove that you were previously aware of the crime and you have any knowledge that the person was going to do any unlawful thing, then you have committed a crime. And the other person who pick him up, because for example right now I can be a taxi man, you tell me, hey, you take me to that house, and I drove you down there, I left you there, I go. Then you finish doing your crime, you call that taxi, hey, I want to pick you up and drop you without knowing wherever you're coming from. You can't be proving that they have any knowledge, but they can be proving that they have any knowledge, they will not go down with you.
In this situation, I knew that you're going to rob somewhere, and I offered to drop you in the location. So I dropped you, and I left.
If you knew I was going to go commit a crime there. Let's say, for example, now you're my friend, and I call you Skin. Please, I need to go to get to Aristocrat place, okay? And I say I don't have money for transport. Please just assist me. And I said, okay, no problem. You will drop me there, right? And then you drop me there. And when I reached there, I stole Aristocrat laptop. I stole Aristocrat all the jewelries, the golds, everything, necklaces, his expensive hats. I took everything, plus his jacket. Yes. And then later on, I called another friend. Hey, what's up? Where are you? Have you closed from work? He said, he's on his way to come. I said, okay, please pick me up. I'm in front of Aristocrat place. And maybe Aristocrat is not even at home or whatsoever. Then later on, I'm being picked up. Let's even say Aristocrat's coming in the process, and maybe I knock him up and I buy him. So, someone else picked me. Those guys have not committed any crime. Because they just figure they don't know what I did, what I wanted to go do. So they have not investigation has to be done. If it shows that they know, then they have committed a crime. They don't know, they have not committed a crime. Right?
Are you getting the question at all? I said, I'm aware that you wanted to go and rob someone.
Can someone else answer his question for him? Can someone else answer the question? Please put the question to someone else. Maybe they can
because we are trying to take out the.
Just wait, please. Guys, I'm the only one here. Please wait. Just wait, please, guys. Can somebody hear me? Hello? Outside skills. Can someone else hear me?
Yeah, but
hello, guys.
We can hear you. I can hear you.
Hello, amen. Can you hear me? Amen. Is it Ami? Carpenter, just this way. Carpenter, can you hear me? Aristocrat, can you hear me? It seems like the down boxes are not working.
But I'm kind of busy. But I can hear you. Let me just quickly answer his question. I answered it by typing. He's an accomplice.
Wow.
From his narration, Paparino, you changed his narrative. You changed it. From his narrative that I heard, that person that drove the person there is an accomplice. Kiridi.
That's what I'm trying to do.
It is only if the narration, from his narration, I'm asking his narration, what is just narrated. whoever drove someone to commit a crime, whether the person left or not, and the person had the knowledge of his act. That was what he said. You did not listen to him well.
No, that's what I'm saying. You have to try to make it social clear.
That is why I tell you have to make you change his narrative.
Okay, wait, please. Let me skip on mute. 1 minute, Aristotle. Skip on mute. Repeat your question again.
Yeah, what I said was, I said, if I'm aware that as a driver, you wanted to
No, come on.
Change. I did not change.
You are changing now.
No, I didn't change.
Just go.
Okay.
That was what he said from the beginning.
That was what I said from the beginning. I said,
that was what he said from the beginning.
That's not what he said.
That was why I typed you are an accomplice.
But my friend, you don't listen.
That's why I said, come on, Paparino, you did not hear me very well.
That's what
Paparino, you did not hear me very well.
Huh? Okay, everybody in the comments. Yeah, say what I'm here.
Paparino. If you check what I typed when I was talking. Okay, go ahead.
Okay. Nice.
Okay.
Skip this, wait. Guys, when this guy spoke, did he use the word aware? That the driver was aware? Comment section, can you guys answer us? Can this guy say one yes in the comments? Guys, can you hear me? The comment is not functioning. It's just gone. It's not functioning, just gone. So, go on with your question.
If I'm aware that you're going to
No. Wait, Paparino, let me quickly interject. What skills used was if I know. That was what he used. He did not use the word.
But now it's changing. The guy doesn't even know what I mean. The question is.
And wait,
the question is direct. It's a direct question when you know that yes. I know something is going to happen.
So did you use aware? No.
Did not use the word aware.
At the beginning, I didn't use aware. Wait. I didn't. Okay, I said, if you know, for instance, if I know that you're going to somewhere to rob, and I offer to drop you in that location, right? And I dropped you and left, you want to do the robbing, then someone might give you a lift from the place, from the location, to leave the place. So, doesn't that mean part of that crime?
Then what I said was correct. I said if the person is aware, the person has knowledge. Please listen, please wait. I said if the person has the knowledge of what you are going to do, then it's accomplished. But if investigation cannot show that he has the knowledge of what you are going to do, then it's as innocent as anything. And I answered it.
If I know that you are,
I give you two aspects of it. Investigation has to show that he's aware. Once investigation can establish that the driver who brought you there is fully aware of what you were going to do, it's an accomplice, it's part of what you did.
Okay, no, in this situation, I know you're going there to rob. So I gave you leave to go to that location and I drove off. So someone that came, after you finish your robbery, someone that came to pick you away. So that's what I'm saying. So when we're trying to drag this DJ Bami was the one that...
If the person who picked me, the person who picked me too, excuse get something. If the person who picked me too has the knowledge of what I did, the person too is part of it. But if he doesn't have the knowledge and he just picked me, it's not part of it. Your investigation must show that they have the knowledge. No innocent person knows that for a crime committed by another.
When we look at the situation of DJ Bami spending, communicating with the nurse and one bringing out the number. So I think, in all fairness, the law is supposed to catch up with both of them, because the nurse testified she talked to DJ Bami, but at the same time, Spendy was the one that gave the number in total. So the law is supposed to catch up with both of them in that they are both roped in that crime. So, but the police
And that is why I said
to
petition. A petition should be
manipulate.
to the police. No, I said petition.
Yeah.
We should write petition to the police right now, involving both of them, both spending and the Jebani.
Yeah, so the police wanted to
Both of them was
because that is where
to that home.
Yeah, that is where their investigation wants to face. You know, they want to pick spending and leave DJ Bami because they felt that if they should drill or detain DJ Bami, we might hear more things that transpired to Mohbad. So that is to me, I believe they should be held in that crime, both of them. They don't need to leave anyone. If the police wants to be fair in their participation. So I think DJ Bami has to be there as a suspect.
It was the body that was lost into the farm. It's just like, for example, someone planned for a crime to happen, okay, and then you assisted. The only assisted in the process. He assisted the act of spending. So if spending is punished because he assisted in the process, you don't assist in a crime. If what spending did is a crime, then what the Jebami did is a crime.
Yes, correct. Because we are talking about justice here. We are talking about the highest principle of fair dealing. You know, justice is fair. It's a principle of the highest, not even some. The highest principle of fair dealing, where the people.
Also, Mohbad's father has to be tried in court. The police don't arrest Mohbad's father and try him in court for spring burial of Mohbad.
That is,
we have not got justice. That's against. It means they compromised.
Yeah, you are correct.
Actions. If you look around him with the courts, not
sure. That's the fairness. That's the fairness we are trying to look into because right now he got fans, he got people who thought that he haven't done anything wrong. He was not there when his son died. True. We are not saying that he has anything.
If they arrest him today, those guys will run away.
No, that is why him himself, they've already taught him as well that there are some participation that you might have done that you don't have awareness of.
Let me ask you a question. All this noise that vengeance is shouting online, if they arrest Baba, do you think he will come out to protest?
These people, Paparino, you understand? These guys, they just there to protect the man's interest. At the end of the day, they're not even there to say, okay, they are looking for a true justice. They're just there to protect.
That's why I said that, right? I don't think your mission should conduct any rally. You should just wait a little bit. That thing that they think they have, they should let their own go first. Now, all in this week right now, they claim their autopsy is coming. I hope they do it, but though I'm suspecting that autopsy may be a new autopsy that they already did, right? Not the same autopsy that was done last year or the I want to believe maybe that one had some because they had to go through the other lawyer, and the other lawyer needed 9 million, right? So we seem to be asking them, have you guys given the 7 million or 9 million to Odumas? Because you guys have to give you that money, right? You guys did everything together. How can you guys be making this amount of money? That man was going through so many costs, so many defamations from Baba Mohbad gangs, from Baba Mohbad, Alagidi, and all of those things, and you are telling him he should charge you. If you really, the man will charge you, and the basis for which you are, debriefing him or not even willing to work with him any longer, those bases are baseless. Those are baseless, right? Exactly.
If you look at Mohbad's dad,
then you keep on rubbing yourself in the mud there.
If you look at his conduct from onset, you will.
So we have to ask everybody, what is justice?
Can you hear me?
Sure.
Hello? Yeah, so what I'm saying is, if you look at the father's conduct from onset,
you understand that he knew how Mohbad died, what happened. Because you cannot tell me your own daughter called you when this thing just happened and he narrates the whole story to you. You understand? That is very, very hard to believe. I can't believe no reasonable person will believe such. So my concern is that why did the man still come out to solicit for public help? Not that he solicited for public help, because he has given up at the beginning where he said God give it and God take it. You understand? It was the public that even tried to ginger him, tried to give him support, and tried to push him. And he just look at the whole game and said,
yes. Everybody in the live stream, would you guys we are petitioning these three people. Petitioning spending, we are petitioning spending, okay, for all the lies he has been saying, and for one, Spending said he never spoke to the nurse, and Spending spoke to the nurse. So Spending recommended the nurse, which is an unlawful act, okay? The nurse came there to commit a crime, as they claim. So Spending, we're petitioning him. The Tibami assisted in the process, and Baba Mohbad quickly buried Mohbad. Can we support that petition and put it through and see the police interpretation, whether they will detain any one of them and have to send them to the DPP to be tried in the court of law. If they be released, they be released in court, not police. Police have evidence that the crime was committed. So why not pushing the court?
What about what about Wunmi or whoever hide the death certificate and they refuse to follow instruction of the hospital to go and deposit the corpse in the morgue?
Yes,
is that one offense?
the government that certificate was given to.
They're using the Jabami to cover. They're using the Jabami to cover that scene. It's not the Jabami. You cannot tell me. You cannot tell me it's the Jabami. That is Wunmi in that position. You understand? So you want to tell me, okay, Wunmi was with them in the hospital, right? And they were giving advice. Do they give them that advice in the statement of the? According to the statement of the hospital, do they give an advice that take the corpse home? No. They put it there, make sure they should take this body to the morgue. They overturn, they go against.
They are protecting women, not that they are protecting women at all costs. No, they are protecting women at all costs.
Paparino, all of them that took that body to the hospital ignored that professional medical advice and did the opposite, which means they have a motive for taking that body home. So is that not a crime?
No, that is not a crime.
That is not a crime. They took the body home and banned the body.
Still, they didn't break any law. They were just advised. It is up to them to follow the advice. But no, they can say they want to go back to another hospital. They can say they want to go back home and cry that they don't believe he has died. They don't believe he's dead. They can ask that. Belongs to them. Yes, now.
The still is in the same vein that police advised the father to go to the jurisdiction where he died and decide to take the body to another jurisdiction. You see why the petition, you need to go around and meet even the father.
I keep on about this petition that now the police were arresting. If the petition for people to, because one just, we cannot be pampering anybody, right? What they did on this guy, we're not playing. For him to be coming out and be talking about it, it means so free. He feels so innocent, he feels so free. Even when he has committed an act that can be regarded as unlawful in the law, in the criminal act. So it shouldn't just be like seen like that to consider go this way. It should be brought back into the case. So maybe we have to get a different public lawyer for Mohbad. Maybe Wahab will not be defending him for the crime he has committed. And we will withdraw our money behind
the support. Our money will go back to what we give Mohbad justice. And to give Mohbad justice is to arrest everybody who has done anything malicious. So Paparino now. That okay. That is not fair to Mohbad. Now that we are in a tight corner, and Yomi is giving the police close marking, he's not making them rest, according to his report on a daily basis. So we can perceive that the kind of justice that they want to give is to persuade the public. We can see the dimension of the justice that they want to serve the public. We can predict it. You understand? So I put it to you earlier that the father is crying every day that he wants justice, as well as Wunmi. So if the police failed to give the justice that we all are asking for, is it not within his right as a father, that is Mohbad's dad, to say if he is not satisfied, which I think that is what they also wanted, because all this cry is just crying. They're just looking for a mistake, for an excuse to finally put the whole.
What will he do if he's not satisfied? What will he do if he's not satisfied?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He can sue Wunmi for the wrongful death of Mohbad.
He has to bring this evidence then. Like
yes, there are some areas where he can use to prove that. So I can't come here to be saying some of those things because you see this a platform. You see this a platform. You understand? This is a platform that I dig so deep when it comes to really going the analytical part of this case. This is a platform that most experts they come to analyze, and these bad gangs they sat at the comment section and listen attentively to know how they're going to block some of these advice that comes from.
For me, right? If police doesn't charge Baba to court, I don't think we have gotten full justice. Because they have to the quick better, whether he was influenced by 4 million, by 2 million, by somebody, so that we can bring in that person too.
Don't you know?
Much of hey, Baba can't do that. Baba can't do that. The man was shocked. The man who was shocked was asking for the document of 2 plots of land.
That will make us even get justice. Do you understand? That will make, if Baba is being killed, that is, they want to prosecute him for that act, that will make him say the truth that he's even hiding. You know, that will make him lament to the public. So if that is what he wants, he can sue Wunmi. Then they said they got evidence. You see. Sometimes you understand. They're saying that who took that picture? I mean, who made that video when they were manipulating Mohbad's hand while he was dead already? That is a very strong evidence. You can if that is properly utilized, you will get something from that video. 100%. You know, that is a complete manipulation. When do they make that? When do they record that video? When? What day? You see, so these are the things that police fail to do in this case. These are the things the police fail to do. Everyone is dropping. I don't know, maybe it's local because I dropped them. They're not active any longer, so I don't have to drop them. Yeah, this thing was lagging before, so I don't know maybe.
No, it's okay. Yeah, they weren't active, so I guess that business. I don't need to get out and then. Yes. So
I was asking this question from the standpoint of the fact that I was looking at a man who is called justice because for me, right, when I look at Joseph Aloba action, especially when he speaks about the nurse, I noticed that the man has a very big soft spot for the nurse. That if they even tell him today that wrong bad, this is the justice we have been fighting for, the nurse has finally been arrested. Believe me, the man will celebrate. The man will be jubilating that did I say it or not? That we got it. That Almighty God, thank you. You see, that's what I'm asking you guys. By now, we should know where everybody stands when they say they want justice. Because I hear all of them saying, justice we must get. It is a must. We will get this justice. So that we begin to know whether they are disappointed, whether they're no longer disappointed. Because some of them, justice for them means women must be arrested. That women must be arrested. And when I look at the pattern of the anti-justice, okay, and I look at the pattern of the state, they have to like vow to themselves that women must be protected at all costs. Now, somebody tell me, how can women, guys, listen, how can women and the friends of Mohbad, how can they be in the hospital? Guys, listen carefully. How can women and the friends of Mohbad be in the hospital and the way medical reports? Does that even make sense? In fact, any doctor that issues such medical reports to the friend of Mohbad, right? Because look at the game they are playing, guys, listen to me carefully. These people, they are children, they are kids. You know why they lied that was given to Jibani, right? Because so that women will not be arrested, that women were with the certificate, what happened? So women will only lie. Women will say, oh, when I got to the hospital, I was not myself. I didn't even know how I found myself home. I didn't know how I got home. You know, I didn't even know what was going through at that moment, right? And now, when Baba came, women followed Baba back throughout the process to the police station, to the mortuary. Now, women knew that Baba needed a certificate. But because she would say she fainted, she never knew what was going on, right? So now, DJ Bami was not with Baba. Look at their excuse. DJ Bami was not with Baba Mohbad. So they will say, they didn't know it was with DJ Bami. That because that time, you know, that is where there are a lot of excuses. But now the question is, why should any hospital, in the presence of the family member, give a medical death report to a friend when the wife, the brother, and the uncle is there? That is very unprofessional. That is a punishable, that is unprofessional, that is against medical act. So we can now see that these guys are trying so hard to keep women out of all of this. That's why when the nurse came to tell us that it was women who opened the door for the nurse to come in, they instead denied. They said, no, it's not women, it's the Jebani who opened the door, who took the nurse upstairs. They claimed Mohbad was fine, he was active. No problem, he didn't have any problem at all. He didn't have any problem at all. You see? Exactly. That is against, I think, it's against section 37 of the Constitution. Thank you. That is breach of privacy, breach of confidentiality, and that's a crime. It is a crime, okay? It is a crime, I see now. So any hospital will do that. All these guys, right? If you write petition, hold them for their neck. Like look at Damola now. Damola, when I read the offense of Damola yesterday, I said, the law says the Criminal Act, section 419, otherwise called
Section 419. Section 419, if you read it, if you browse, just browse Google, just type Nigerian law, section 419 or section 419. I never knew that there was such law because most times I use the word 419 for Wayo person. I never knew that that particular 419, there is a law in that area that says anybody who by any deceptive way, intends to get in to gain, to have financial gain from somebody through a deceptive means, that the person has committed a crime. And the punishment can lead to between 7 to 20 years imprisonment. 7 to 20 years. Go read. Just type punishment for 419 Nigeria, section 419. You see there, between 7 to 20 years. So it means Damola, if Damola continues to, because Damola, if you may petition Damola on the case of, because Damola wanted to get 3 million from Yomi. If Damola, New York, because of the stress I was going to go through and everything and security, so I decided to sell the 2 video because that was what happened. I decided to sell the video. Fine, they will look into that. But if the mother is saying that I wanted to, that video is fake, to get 3 million from him, wow. Police, that's a criminal offense. That's a criminal offense. It's a criminal offense already. So, EFC can do that, police can do that. God. Case, right? It only requires, don't rush, don't fight against them. They are trying to protect women. The cost of protecting women will send many people around women to jail. No problem, protect women very well. Let us have at least more people. Okay, guys, I will see you guys later. Okay, let me end the live. I will see you guys later.
Introduce Guresi, aka Mouth Striker, to Baba. Kilode.
You rated that, so we can hear you anymore.
God's protection, you see, Guresi's matter is a whole topic for a whole day. You understand? It's a whole topic for a whole day. Guresi's matter will be matter where they just they talk. I won't for anything about me. We are on the stand they do now. So if I get your time, I won't talk about me. I will look for every damn means to invite you if that will host you. You understand? You get one man, we are still keeping documents for hand like this. I still look out for high. I never get a time. I never.
Paparino,
You understand?
let's come back.
I go everywhere talking shit about me. God is analyzing the receipt I post. But to be quiet.
Exactly. It's on.
Àbáwọn tí wọ́n ti ń di ijú kan tí wọ́n ká sọ lẹ́sẹ̀ lókè wọ́n pé àtìrí ààbò bá ń bí alájẹ́ bọ́mọ náà ní mọ́ àwọn náà kiri ọwọ́ afẹ́ sọ kólódé di ẹyin gíní kólódé wáyé kólódé àjọ gbéra kólódé àjọ láì. ṣebí kókó lè drop náà ní kókó pé ní alátọrọ jẹ fine bara NGO tí ò ládírẹ́sì inactive NGO tí ò ní lọ́ọ̀yà NGO tí ò ta sọ́sọ́ NGO bẹ́gibẹ́gi ẹ máa bẹ́ tó.